Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 270. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with the blind dyslexic. What's up, Scott?
Salutations.
How are you? All right. So, you heard the news, right, about them doing the new Alien movie? Okay. For our viewers who don't know what's going on, they are going to erase Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection from the history books, okay? Basically, when I was growing up, way back in the day, Alien 3 and 4 was the worst Alien movies in history, right? Terrible. How could you have a hero? Yeah, it gave me stomachache too, especially it was done by the guys that did Donna videos, right? The budget was all over the place. They kept rewriting the script. It turned out they had no money for weapons, no money for alien effects, no money for anything. What they did was the hero was impregnated the whole movie. Hicks died, Newt died, and they was like they were on a prison planet, no weapon. She shaved her head. She wanted to kill herself. The alien wouldn't even kill her. Okay, that she wound up committing suicide. Which I don't know about you. You're trying to watch a movie with a hero. How could you be a hero when you try to kill yourself?
Yeah, and she especially when the ST plunge thing into that molten whatever it was,
and basically destroyed the franchise. They said, "Oh no, we can't do an Alien without Ripley," but they do the worst thing. Instead of saying it was a dream, they said she was cloned, and she's a superpowered Ripley, which that didn't work either.
Yeah, because it's supposed to combine her and the alien DNA crap.
Yeah, and then the alien looked human. It was stupid looking, and then it was supposed to be going to Earth. So anyway, everything was a dream. Okay, a nightmare in the cryogenic chamber, and it's a restart, continued from the second one, which is Aliens. What do you think of that?
If it's done intelligently, okay, I'm all for it. But if it's like I said, if it's like one of these it's Dallas revisited, then no. Because I'm wondering if they're not doing this because the whole Terminator reboot. I'm wondering if that's the main reason for it. Because they're seeing that Terminator. I mean, they're seeing that
Terminator. Genesis.
Terminator, saying one thing, saying the other, is trying to reboot themselves, but doing the whole altered timeline. So let's do it as a dream sequence, and that might get our butts out of the fire a little bit.
Well, this is not the first time it's happened where they've been picky and choosy about what sequels existed and what didn't. We had this way back when Superman Returns was out, and they said, hey, Superman 3 and 4 sucked. Okay? That never happened in our brains. So Superman Returns is a sequel to Superman 2.
Yeah. Because he's supposed to travel in space and try to find Krypton and all this other...
Right. You can't have action figures where Superman fights nobody. Okay? You can't have an action figure where he fights Lex Luthor. He'll break him like a twig. There are no villains. I used to work in a toy store, okay? You've got to have a toy line for it. You've got to have merchandising. You can't... There's no merchandising for it. Everything was clearance because there's no villains. If you can have Superman Returns after all that time, it's got to be a powerful villain. Plus Lex Luthor, sure. Yeah. They didn't do that. That's why it flopped. Man of Steel, you had a powerful villain.
Yeah.
There you go. Started the whole franchise over. Justice League, everything's coming.
Kryptonians and who can match them strength for strength. Of course, their war savviness was above Superman because they were bred for war. And Superman, and then of course that was all that garbage about, oh, he killed somebody. Well, how many times have Batman and how many times in the past has Superman killed and they didn't say anything? Look at Superman 2 when he did to Zod and the other two. So I saw nothing wrong with him breaking Zod's neck because he left him no option.
Right. Yeah, it's true. In Superman 2, they did die, like the three of them. So that's true. Can't get around that. But that wasn't even a chance that they rewrote half the history. It goes back further than that. Okay? It goes back to when we had Halloween 1, Halloween 2,
Mm-hmm.
3 was, I don't know what the heck, 4 and 5 was directly sequels to that, 6 went in weird directions. Then they said in H2O,
Oh.
Halloween 20 years later, 1 and 2 happened, and the rest did not. Okay, which totally screwed up the history because she was supposedly died in a car accident with a guy and left behind a child, which was 4 or 5, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that ruined. By going in that direction, that pissed me off. I wasn't really a big fan of H2O,
A lot of people weren't.
and especially chopped his head off.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, which of course, was. Now, then they made other ones that rebooted everything with Rob Zombie. Okay, now the next movie somehow will, and it's called Recalibrate. Okay, somehow all the sequels are going to be connected. Somehow, I don't know how.
Probably a cousin. Probably
I don't know.
zombies and.
I have no idea. But if I was doing a Halloween sequel, I would just continue it from 5. 6. No, you're not going to impregnate your niece. That's ridiculous. No, you don't have no
If they
clothes.
want to do that, then take some bits of maybe Halloween 2, Season of the Witch, maybe
3?
masks. I
The
admit,
last thing?
yeah.
Did you ever wonder that they were going to tie that in with Halloween somehow? Michael Myers. I always thought they were going to do something with that. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
but
weird.
it's the Halloween mask, but somehow have it tied some way into 2 with Season of the Witch.
Right. Not to get off topic, just bring this out. But you notice how in all the Halloween movies, there have been one movie that Michael Myers wasn't in a period.
Yeah.
In all the Friday the 13th movies, there's been one that Jason hasn't been in. And in all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, there's been one that Freddy Krueger wasn't in. A demon was in. So, like, when are they going to get their acts together and stop, like, fighting off each other and stuff? Weird.
It's like...
Anyway.
It's like they're in the middle of writing the script, and then it's like, oh, we need a quickie ending. Or we've totally gone off half-kiltered over here. We got to bring him back just enough, and then it just puts after that.
Like, Jason Goes to Hell, which is Friday the 13th Part 9, they sold the rights to New Line Cinema. Basically, they erased the whole 8 from happening, and then they turned him into absorbing souls type of Freddy Krueger thing, type of demonic, weird. And how could you have a mystical sword from the 1800s that could kill Voorhees? I mean, are you making it like there's been other Jasons in different centuries? That's weird.
That, or he's supposed to be connected to some evil that dates back.
That is so weird. That's beyond weird. But anyway, that made no sense. And again, this is what they do. People who are fans of the show and they wind up doing movies years later, they just they take away stuff they didn't like. Now, when I was a kid and growing up, I was praying for decades that Alien 3 and 4 Resurrection never happened. Somehow, I'm like, even doing podcasts last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'd be like, please let it be a dream. Please let's just restart it. Guess what? Finally, that's happening.
You got the right people coming on going, we're listening to the fans now, and we're going to make it a dream. So,
listen, in this case, I'll allow it because it was so bad, 3 and 4, that even if this one was good, it would be better than that bad.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way they dealt with the alien at the end of the last movie, he gets pretty much sucked out a window.
Do we have to do that every movie?
Yeah, yeah, but this time, I mean, they literally went. And to me, the creature from that one reminded me too much of Pumpkinhead. Like they took too much of the
Okay.
resemblance to. Because the more I looked at it, that looks like Pumpkinhead. They actually stole Pumpkinhead from
It's
this.
like Mr. Freeze and Electro. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, yeah, that's another one. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I think that I'm all on board for this next Alien movie. Now, another thing, massive rumor, and it really isn't far-fetched. Ripley dies at the end.
No, no.
Guys, how old is she?
About 40, 40, 50 something.
Sigourney Weaver, no, what is she, really?
Oh.
Sigourney Weaver is... Shame on me if I don't know. We can Google that. We have the technology.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just Google that. I apologize for the delay.
That's all right.
All right. And now,
But she was good in Paul, I can say that much.
she's 65 years old. Okay. So it's safe to say she dies at the end. The plan is to restart, like, continue the franchise, 3 more after that, without Ripley, obviously. Could be done. I agree. We need a proper send-off to Ripley.
So long as
No
they
killing herself.
don't want to use another Nestea plunges, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she gets, I think even if she gets impregnated and dies that way, it would have been much better than anything.
I could see her getting impregnated and fighting, and then the thing rips out of her as she's fighting, and she's still fighting, and then you see the thing blow up, and she's there. She's holding onto the alien, keep her in the planet, but she can't take her off or something. The whole thing blows up. Yeah, and you see them burn, like actually burn, like holding each other. Yeah, I can see that. Now we got Terminator Genesis. That Arnold Schwarzenegger came out.
Weird spelling for it. I keep thinking back to how they got it spelled, and just.
Yeah, I never accepted when a Sci-Fi Channel changed the way they spelled it too. I was like, oh god, it's terrible. Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, I'll be back because there's going to be Terminator Genesis 2 and Terminator Genesis 3. Something I didn't realize was that after a couple of years, James Cameron gets the rights back to Terminator.
He does.
I didn't know that.
Because there was the whole thing about if the movies aren't successful or they don't make enough money or make enough movies within that set limit, it goes back to either the creator or goes back to the movie.
Well, it's going back to him, from what I understand. He's getting it. And if you think that he's going to spend his last days doing Avatar 47,
No.
Because when you get your creation back, I don't care who you are going to be doing a Terminator movie.
I can see them do it. I wish they would just go up to 3 with Avatar, because with 4, I think the people will get a little bit tired because they've seen it, and I guess it would be great to see a 4th one, but I think they should just stop at 3.
We know he's trying to do his own Star Wars. Basically, this is his Star Wars. If 2 bombs, it's over. So, and he's filming it back to back, just in case it does. It's already filmed. I think he should just do Terminator once he gets it back, but do Aliens, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, so Terminator is the whole timeline's altered. Because what happens is after Reese goes back, I guess a Terminator sends I guess the Terminator goes back to kill Sarah Connor as a child, and
So we're gonna
then
do the whole
and then
Age of
and a,
Apocalypse
right,
thing.
and then a good Terminator goes back to prevent that, and then he just waits around for that timeline to catch up to itself, and kills the first Terminator from the first movie, and just totally, this is a totally different Sarah Connor. This is Sarah Connor in training since a kid. So now she is what she became in Judgment Day, only as a kid.
Yeah.
So, of course, you see the Terminator from the second one, and I guess the third one, all in one movie, I think. So, I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
Paradox-wise, I'm
Yeah.
confused how this is going to work.
What I always thought they should have done or could have done was the Arnold Terminator. He could have been like a highly decorated officer who had gone missing, and he was proclaimed either MIA or the other. So they modeled a lion's share of them after the Arnold one to have him infiltrate and just totally decimate his all that he's done.
Mm.
I always thought they could have done it that way with maybe the third one.
See, the other thing interesting is that this has happened how many times already? It was a good Terminator going back. Makes you wonder that maybe they lost the war, and if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
Where they get their consciousness into the Terminator robot, and they all become good Terminators.
Yeah.
And in this sense now, I don't know why they would stay in the future if they keep sending people in the past, because why don't they all just travel to the past?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they can't be an all-out war. John Connor, everybody, let's go, get out, because they want to stay there.
Do it something like a Millennium type movie where everybody was going back and.
Yeah, the whole timeline's erased, so he could have prevented his own birth. Because that may not happen now. Yeah, that may not happen. If that doesn't happen, then everything changes. So it's paradox on top of paradox.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get 2 more movies out of it, that's going to be. I mean, maybe she has 2 kids, John Connor and somebody else. I mean, who knows? I mean, or none at all. So they would have to travel back to prevent being erased from existence, because technically they should be erased from existence.
Mm-hmm.
Or if she has the kid in a different,
would erase their own selves from the timeline eventually.
And if she didn't have the kid at the exact moment that he was conceived, different DNA in the sperm, so it wouldn't be the same John Connor, and it wouldn't even look the same. So, hey, Brian.
Greetings, Brian.
What's up?
We're talking about Terminator. Are you into Terminator?
Yep, I am.
Okay. What is your take on the new Terminator movie? I mean, are you happy that it erases the last 4? Are you excited about Arnold Schwarzenegger returning, or okay, he's out? That's fine. Not a fan.
Okay, that's to you.
Very good. Yeah, so I think that this is going to. They got to do it right. If they screw it up, I mean, this is going to be really thought out. Like,
this is one of the problems I have them thinking of using Miles Morales for the reboot for Spider-Man.
Oh, I'm done with that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I know, and it looks like they may try to use. I don't know if it was just a little. Okay, there's Brian in the back.
There's Brian.
I don't know if that's just the little icon they happen to use, but they showed like the Spider-Man 2099. But ever since I heard they says, "Oh, the reboot's gonna be with Miles," oh God, they're gonna get up.
Oh yeah, no, it's gotta be Peter Parker.
Right.
No Miles Morales.
I'm back.
Cool. All right, so now we went to a whole new topic.
I'm back, sorry.
I
had
didn't mean
something
to.
else.
We can stay with.
Listen, we got to talk about it eventually. There's no way around it. I'm all for 2099 Spider-Man. I feel it can coexist at the same time because it's in the future anyway, so you don't have to worry about what happens in
that's true.
Spider-Man because it's so far ahead. Who cares? You know.
But if they were going to use the Miles Morales, the way I always looked at it is this: keep Parker, have Spider-Man as Peter Parker, have Miles as, if not a cameo, then at least in the movie. So basically, Peter introduces you to Miles, and then have 2 Easter eggs. One mid-credit where you see Miles get his powers, and then the post-credit scene you've got Civil War. But then you use Miles for the Civil War movie.
Now, I'm not familiar with his powers. Does he have any powers?
I don't know. I just remember hearing bits and pieces.
Yeah, I don't even know if he has any powers, Spider-Man thing, or is he just running around? Is he athletic? I mean, what's up, Daniel?
Popped in.
Hi, what's up?
Hi. Yeah, Brian, do you know anything about Miles Morales?
No, I do not.
Spider-Man? Is this a Google thing again, or should I bother? We'll do this another time. What are doing, Scott, with the...
I sincerely hope you're right, Joe, that they use a Spider-Man that we know, like Tobey Maguire in Civil War.
Oh,
I say, shoot Andrew Garfield. Let's use Tobey Maguire.
Listen, it doesn't matter if they use Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire. You cannot have that whole scene in Civil War, and then all of a sudden he takes the mask off, and we have no idea who the hell that is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just ruin the whole effing thing.
Well, you're right.
Don't even put him in there if it's not Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, because you're trying to make money for what? That's the whole scene. He's got to reveal his identity to the world. Got to be Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Well,
That would be like so cool.
It won't work. It won't work.
No.
Nobody is it. It's the shock value.
Yeah.
It's Tobey Maguire. Andrew Garfield. Who's that? You don't do that. You can't have that. So if he's going to be in Civil War, and if it's going to be a new guy, then don't even have that in Civil War. Make it like a totally different thing with him, web swinging around and getting in the middle of them, and not be what the comic is at all.
So
And don't even get me started that the Marvel Universe is being destroyed and replaced with a brand new universe from bits and pieces of all different universes, and that my Spider-Man's continuity is wiped, because that's like a whole Mephisto thing all over again. I'm getting like crazy with that stuff.
This is one of the reasons why Spider-Man cannot grab hold of it, because they're it's just like Fantastic Four. They're rebooting it too much, and don't get me started on how young this current cast is. But yeah, it's the reason why nobody can get into it, because something goes funky with the last movie. Is let's not try to fix it with the next movie. Let's just totally reboot it.
First of all, we're so excited about Spider-Man taking over, and then you put this crap out there, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. I'm like, what the is that?
Yeah.
Who gives a crap about that? They can't be that stupid to tell me that the Miles Morales comic books outsell. Because I could tell you figures, and that is not anywhere near.
Do it as a cameo than trying to build it around it. Because what's going to happen is you put Miles out there, and and when it bombs, people are going to bitching about how they should have used Peter, and then the back of their head says, well, it's because they used a black guy instead of Peter, that's why the thing bombed.
And then how could you reboot it again?
Mm-hmm.
In history, like 10 years, you rebooted it like 4 times. Well, look at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers said, they shredded the whole Justice League script because they said it's crap, and they didn't want the one thing that made the money was Batman. They said you can't put Batman in Justice League, right? Because they said if you screw this up, we're done. I mean, thank God Man of Steel made money, okay?
Yeah.
Which was after that. But if this doesn't work, Batman versus Superman, they're screwed because they're already shelling out the money to film Wonder Woman like soon, Aquaman. All this stuff is connected to this movie.
Batman versus, yeah.
You can't do that. Okay? We're in the day and age that they announce tomorrow, oh, Fantastic Four 1, 2, and 3. Okay, what about the first one? Why don't you wait and see if it does good, and then you green light at the second one? And they already have a date for the second.
They want a good movie. If movie makers would just make a good movie and allow the movie-going public to make it great, it'd be good. It'd be fine. But no, they've got to go, let's throw this in it, let's throw that in. And afterwards, you get bogged down with 20 people half the time, 20 enemies you don't know, 15 plot lines that have got so many holes in it that you could literally get lost in it.
Right. Too much pressure. I wouldn't want to have that pressure on me if I'm doing the next Transformers movie and I know they're making 5, 6, and 7 that they announced it. 5. So if my movie bombs, I just screwed over the guy that's doing 6 and 7, and that may not happen, and my career could be in the toilet. And then they just announced Jurassic World 1, 2, and 3 without even seeing how Jurassic World is.
And you've got Pratt up for Indiana Jones on top of that.
Where Steven Spielberg announced him.
Yeah.
He announced that he's all for it, and Pratt's like, I didn't even hear anything. Nobody contacted me.
Yeah.
Well, also he said he was also up for a young Han Solo movie.
Well, I didn't hear him connected to Solo at all. I heard the guy from Kingsman. Was it Knightsman? What was it? The name out? Yeah. I heard he was up for the Han Solo role. I didn't hear Pratt. He could be Han Solo. But I don't think they would do that. Like, oh, let's just give him all, Harrison Ford's roles.
Yeah.
Next thing you're going to do, you're going to make him Blade Runner. Yeah, I don't think they would do that.
Well, I heard that he's a big Harrison Ford fan.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, right, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
If he's going to be Indy, okay, but that's kind of like weird. Like him playing every role that Harrison Ford played. I mean, that's weird. So I wouldn't do that.
Whenever the group started going down, because they got tired of being picked for movie soundtracks.
Yeah. It's just weird. And another thing, this Terminator thing, you don't know if it's going to do good. So you got to, I guess they have to get him out before Cameron gets it.
Yeah. Because that's the whole deal. Is like, you got to put the movies out before they revert back. But even then, if they don't make money, they've screwed themselves 20 times over with that.
20th Century Fox now is doing an X-Men TV series.
Really?
The problem with that is they announced it and everything, but guess what? That's not in the contract. Okay? They pissed off Marvel saying they can't use the word mutants, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now they need Marvel to okay it. So what do you think Marvel's going to ask for? We want Wolverine in Disney Marvel Universe. We want X-Men vs. Avengers. And then we'll allow X-Men. Absolutely. Want Patrick Stewart on TV with Ian McKellen? Absolutely. But we want X-Men vs. Avengers. Because we want that to be the final movie that Hugh Jackman is Wolverine.
Because even Jackman says he would like to do
forever
till the day he dies.
Well, I heard that was that they were planning on doing all this, and then what happened was when Joss Whedon, right? Announced Joss announced prematurely that Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were in Age of Ultron,
Yeah.
immediately the plans changed for Days of Future Past, and he added them into that movie, started a whole legal fest of battles that they said, screw them, I ain't dealing with that. The whole thing, all the plans, done. World War VIII, okay, that they're doing things to piss off each other. Since when would you ever see a comic? I don't care if they're owned by Disney, which makes billions.
Yeah.
Okay? They are canceling and killing half their characters.
Yeah, that's
just to give the finger.
X-Men figures.
Just to give the finger to 20th Century. They killed off Deadpool, Wolverine, Professor X. X-Men they're going to kill off. They said that Magneto and his kids are not the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. I mean, they're doing crazy
Yeah, I saw
stuff.
that little tidbit. I didn't read it, but I saw like a little segment of this. Because Scarlet Witch was supposed to have done this sort of magic stuff, and Magneto wasn't affected, like Quicksilver was.
Yeah, like they're not Magneto's kids. That's ridiculous. I don't know. Marvel needs to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
And DC needs to grow up too, because they're like idiots. Okay, it's gonna fail, Scott.
I know. I see
these
it. I mean,
superhero movies.
Preaching to the choir here. They're bitching at each other within their own ranks, and then eventually fans of both are going to go, let's see what Image is doing. Let's see what Boneyard Press is doing.
Spawn movie coming out, yeah. I mean, there's going to be something that happens that's going to turn people away from these movies. You know what's going to turn them away? Miles Morales for Spider-Man. That will piss off everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They're already pissed off with an African-American Human Torch, which has nothing against the actor, but the guy sounded racist himself, and he's like, oh, Stu can't be black. What are you talking about? Like really? Like, what are you thinking in your head? Like,
the only problem, like I said, the only problem I have with this latest version of Fantastic Four is the ages of Ben, Reed, and Doom. My personal belief is they should be in their 40s. Right. The other one, you want to have them in their 30s and 20s, fine. But this.
Yeah. First of all, Sue is younger.
Mm-hmm. But and if you want to have them as part of like a nuclear family, that's why one's black and one's white.
Whatever, man.
I mean, and even if you make Ben and Reed, like Ben older than Reed or something like that, I don't care, but just make them age appropriate instead of going, oh, they're in their 20s, they're in their teens. Like, you're setting yourself up for another bomb. You're setting yourself up for that 94 or 90. Oh God, 94 or 96.
I have that. I own that. Yeah, I'm sure everybody bought that at the toy shops.
I didn't see that. Is it good?
No, it's not. My son was watching it the other day. I'm doing a podcast right here. He puts it on right there. He's like this. Oh, I saw his face. I was cracked up. He's like, I'm like, yeah. He's like, Dad, that's real. I'm like, yeah, that's real.
Wow.
Right on.
The original Fantastic Four was better.
What?
I said
What? Reboot it.
I said the other Fantastic Four was better.
Yeah, the other Fantastic Four was better though.
So bad.
The first movie to that whole thing was the best. Well, it wasn't the best, but it was good. The second one, on the other hand, was horrible.
They thought that the Mole Man would scare people, so they made him into a new character called the Jeweler. And what does the Jeweler do? He has jewels. How stupid are you? Like, what is wrong with you? And this is when Penguin was from Batman Returns, and it's like, now you got this thing. Like really?
The Penguin?
It was that around, right? Scott, it was around that time period. It was like after that, it was like, yeah. crazy. The Fantastic Four movie is going to be, and then that's going to be the end of that. You know, Robert Downey Jr. is going to announce Iron Man 4.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
That's what he's going to announce. That's what, a secret movie for Phase 3, whatever. That's going to be. They're going to start doing secret movies because some of the movies just ain't going to make it.
Yeah.
So they got to put, like, oh, crap, we don't know about Ant-Man. So then, here you go. I'm telling you, that's why.
Well,
Are they going to bring Sherlock back to movies, like with Robbie Downey Jr.?
Yes, he's doing another one.
Oh, cool. I
I
love those Sherlock movies.
Yes, me too.
I like the second one a little bit better.
I thought he was just gonna do Avengers.
No,
I thought he was just gonna do the Avengers films, and
No.
that was it.
he was going to do another Sherlock and at a couple of shows, right, Scott?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Came out with the sonic screwdriver.
Well, I
People
know.
were like, oh, these are who? And he started talking smack like, yeah, I could be the doctor. What are you talking about? It's like, whoa.
Sure.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh my god.
Look at that.
I know, but like with the Marvel stuff, I thought he was just gonna do like the
No.
Avengers movies.
No, he's doing other stuff. In fact, I guess the moment he mentioned Doctor Who, I think Moffat was like, oh god, no. Moffat does not want anybody doing Doctor Who but himself.
Yeah.
Okay? But we finally now have a little bit of a rivalry because he pissed off Russell T. Davies
Oh yes.
with stepping on his toes that they were fighting in Doctor Who magazine, which prompted Russell T. Davies saying, I would write the script for the Doctor Who movie. And now it's on like Donkey Kong. Really.
Yeah. Oh God. I wish that ever. I've got a buddy at Sears, and she also agrees with that Moffat needs to just begin
Oh.
slip and go.
God.
They need Russell T. Davies back. He was really good.
They don't go backwards. He'll just make movies. That's what he'll do. He'll write for Robert Downey Jr. or something like just.
Do you think Mark Gatiss will take over if Stephen Moffat leaves?
I don't know what Mark Gatiss is doing. I think Mark Gatiss would. He could, but I think he would move on to films.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to take over. I mean, I hope he does, but it's very unlikely that he will.
You have to think of it this way, right? For all the people who say Moffat's going to go, he's not going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He is making so much money with Sherlock. He said he's never going to get rid of Sherlock, right? He's not going to turn down being showrunner for 2 shows.
Oh hell no. He's got his cash cow, and he's gonna ride and milk that puppy to the end.
Listen, he gets in a mood that he wants to take a year off again, and he'll make like 2 episodes, and that's it. He did that. They freaking made 2 freaking episodes that year. He split the series. It's like factories closed down because of that. People were out of work. Like, what are you doing? You know? He said, oh, we're not going to split Series 8 and definitely not Series 9. He never said anything about Series 10, just saying. So get ready for it because it's coming. Okay? Peter Capaldi's been working a lot, and now it's going to be time for a little bit of a break. So Series 10 is not going to be, and we're losing episodes every year, so
True.
what's up with
Yeah.
that? We're losing another episode this year, meaning we lost 2, supposedly. And, Scott, I was right. They're doing it to put it in the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
60 minutes for Magician's Apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the second part, which is familiar, may not be 60 minutes, it's still 40. So that's like almost 95 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's movie length in the theater.
Mm-hmm. And I was just thinking about that. Because the guys on AMC Movie Talk, they're talking about that sometimes. Like, why would you pay buku's amount of money to go to a cinema when you can watch it for free on at home? But still, yeah,
People
if they
do that though.
a Doctor Who movie or decent enough superhero movie, utilizing the guys from TV, my butt's going to be in the seat. Anybody's going to be in the seat.
Right. Dude, people go to see it. They
Mhm.
made like what, 6 million, 10 million for something that was on TV. They go. And that was only a couple of shows. They went. They're gonna go again. No, David Tennant's movie made money. They put friggin' the 2-part Cyberman in the damn theater.
Mhm.
Come on. He's
I'll definitely
getting
go again
money
because
worth.
I saw.
So wait, isn't it weird, Scott? Right? We have 2-parter that opens it, right?
Yeah, we got the
Right? Followed by a 2-parter. And the finale's a 2-parter.
Mhm. And they got Missy
The
starting
whole season
this,
2-parters.
and hopefully Moffat hears enough screaming and bitching to not make the Doctor into a woman, because that will totally bomb the series.
But is the whole season 2-parters?
I'm gonna have to go back and look. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think Connor said it's in 2 lots of 2-parters, so we get 2 lots of 2-parters.
3 lots. You got 3 lots because the scary one is supposed to be 2-parter.
So basically
Oh.
12.
So 3 lots, yeah.
So we got 12 and the Christmas Adventure.
Yeah, Christmas is one part that kind of throws it off, right? So all right. So if we're down to 11 episodes plus a Christmas,
Mhm.
right? So we lost 2, which would be 14. So that means 2, 4, 6. We might have single episodes. We may have everything a 2-parter except for Christmas. I don't know how that's going to work. You know, I mean, I'm thinking he's doing that because he's making them longer. Maybe we lose an episode because he makes a couple like 60 minutes.
Yeah. So we're basically losing like 1 to 2 episodes because he's putting them in the cinemas.
Yeah.
Then you're losing like, let's say, 1 to 1.5 because he's making them
Right.
10, 15 minutes longer.
Right.
So,
And no minisodes no more.
yeah, no minisodes.
That sucks.
What?
Yeah.
They didn't have it last year. They had 1 minisode.
Because the only minisodes they had last year was, I remember them having so far is,
Deep
Like-
Breath had a minisode.
They got rid of the minisodes?
Deep Breath was a minisode, yeah. Deep Breath
Okay.
was one.
I
They
forgot
had a minisode where they, yeah, you remember what I'm talking about, yeah.
They got rid of them now?
I think so.
Oh, damn it!
So, let me figure this out now.
I
And another mystery is BBC wanted a 10th anniversary special, like on Caliber with Day of the Doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted Russell T Davies to do it. He said no, right? So did they give that deal to Moffat
Maybe.
or no? Yeah, Jacob?
Would Mark Gatiss do the 10th anniversary special?
Moffat would never let him do it.
Really?
Moffat would have to have his name right, Scott. Moffat would have to have his name all over that crap.
Because he screwed up a lot of his episodes due to with adding those 2 kids in that amusement park adventure.
That's probably why he's not in it. He don't want to be in it. I know he's saying he's busy, but that's bull. That's bull. He just, he's probably hoping Moffat leaves so he can write for Capaldi. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what's probably happening. But then again, I heard that he's going to give him the Weeping Angels to do, I guess, as a makeup. He's going to give it to Gaiman, I heard. So I don't know. Because Gaiman could probably do a killer Weeping Angels story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what I wish they would do if they're not going to make an episode. Now, I don't want to see. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see them take all the classic monsters, all the classic characters, to stick them all in an adventure every now and then. But at least have a cameo now and again, particularly with the classic creatures. Have them in a crowd scene.
Yeah.
So as a for all the classic Doctor Who fans.
I actually have a good theory now that I just came up with. You know how you said they might not be doing the minisodes, right?
Right.
Well, what if they got previous old Doctors for minisodes, like have previous Doctor in each.
That could work. I mean, they did that with Paul McGann. I could see that happening.
That would be pretty cool.
That won't happen.
That would be cool, right?
It would, but it's not going to happen.
Or they could have the minisodes when they put out the box sets of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save the minisodes for that.
Right. You know, it's funny. It's like we're starting to review the classic episodes, right? So I decided to start with John Pertwee, right? So going back, watching it, right, and I'm noticing things that I noticed the first time. So I'm like watching the Silurians, and I'm like, wait a minute. He just told Shore he's like thousands of years old. Okay? And I'm like, what the F is that? And then they're like, he's explained that a planet hit the Earth and became the moon. Well, where's your egg theory with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Moffat's like rewriting like everything. And it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want to hurl because it makes no sense. It totally alienates the classic series.
And look at the survival instinct that was mentioned in one of the Pertwee episodes. And what we have with the first Christmas special, everybody being controlled by blood.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, you're talking about Christmas Invasion.
Yeah, Christmas Invasion.
Right.
That whole blood control and
Yep.
the whole thing, but yet you've got people dying from hypnotic suggestions in.
You know, the funny thing is Moffat copies of himself sometimes.
Oh God.
Which is ridiculous. It's like, dude, like, didn't you see what you did? It's like,
Wow.
he did Time Crash. Wait a minute. Perfect example, right? He stole Time Crash from Three Doctors, where the antimatter and the matter cancel each other out, right? So he does Time Crash, where the TARDIS explodes and implodes, right? Stole that same concept, right? I believe, did he do that in, yeah, he did that in Pandora Opens Big Bang. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Also, another example, right? In Pandora, right? Every villain and their mother comes to Pandora, right?
Yep.
Okay. Repeated, all right? They saw. He sends out the message to. I've got an echo. Who's got an echo? All right. Sends out a message to every person in the universe outside that he's dying. Where everybody comes. Supposed to be coming. That's why he's like, oh, don't do that. Don't. I don't know who's coming. I don't know if it's like value, I don't know, but don't send messages of like dying, please help. So, constantly repeated. Constantly.
I don't know if he's just forgetting that he wrote something before, or what's going on, but he does.
When he did, Dan, you're echoing. I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm sorry.
It's Dan.
Okay, when he did Death in Heaven, I almost threw up because I'm like, did he just watch Doomsday, and he saw like Rose Tyler laying in the bed, and she's sleeping. He's like, Rose, Rose, up from the bed, and then she runs and she goes seeing a holographic image of the Doctor, right? He did that whole scene with Clara, and Clara's sleeping. Then he's like, Clara. He's like, see, honey, whatever. And it's like it's like the same bed almost too. They changed the sheet. They changed the sheets for crying out loud. What the F? What the F? It's the same scene. Okay? Freaking the Doctor and Rose is the same freaking scene as Clara and Danny.
And
what the F is that?
They have a Phantom Doctor talking to Rose in that alternate universe.
Holy crap! Hey, wait a minute now. And I said this in previous episodes, right? Jacob, I challenge you to answer this question, right?
Okay.
Ready? Think about what I'm about to say, and then you not even answer the question. Tell me yes. Tell me if I'm right. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Smith and Jones. Right, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Doctor and Martha Jones. Okay? There's a prisoner that is hiding from the Judoon. Okay? Blocking out who she is so they can't tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? A prisoner with the Judoon. Right? Okay. You on the same page now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. 11th hour, you have Prisoner Zero trying to block who she is, not from the Judoon, but from the Atraxi. Okay? You know what I'm saying right there? All right, right there, right there? Okay. Same freaking thing. You copied off of Russell T. Davis. What the F are you doing? Okay? Why? Why are you doing that? Okay?
Because he's Moffat.
Why? Why are you doing that? Okay. Gridlock. Okay? The Doctor goes into the future. Martha Jones is kidnapped. Right? They're traveling. They're like, oh my God. There is a beast below. Do not go down there because there is a beast below. What do we get? Episode 2, after the 11th hour. The beast below. What is wrong with you? Okay, wait. It gets better. It gets better. We have this guy in an alternate universe thinks he creates the Cyberman, okay, which he really didn't. Somehow the plan's gotten there and they built the Cyberman, right? So this guy believes that he created the Cyberman. The Cyberman. He didn't, okay? We have Moffat, who has this guy. That was Mark Gatiss' story, by the way, but they all planned the stories together. So they had this guy that thought he created the Daleks, which they were Ironsides. What are you doing? Now, Jacob, I could keep going on and embarrassing the living crap out of Stephen Moffat, okay? What I just said, 3 episodes. Right?
Yeah, he repeated.
What do you think? Bad. Dude, it's bad. I'm talking
Masters
that ripped them
He
off.
repeats off himself, yeah.
So he can make it clear that it's his idea.
Wait, it gets better. It gets better. Okay? In the future, trillions of years in the future, all right, all these people are trying to go to Utopia. There is one planet left. One planet left. It's Utopia. Okay? So these people become the Toggle Fame, and they're scared of that one planet that the darkness is coming. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He went to Utopia in freaking the episode called Listen.
Yep.
That was Utopia. Scared shitless, excuse my language. Okay? That was Utopia. The darkness is coming. Coming at night, the darkness. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Something original, please.
Phrases it just enough to where people have forgotten that, oh, this sounds like a neat idea. But if people would actually go back and watch, which we all have,
Yeah.
you will notice that this is a copy of this Russell T1. This is a copy of this Gaddis or
Right.
Russell T1. And people want to praise Moffat as being this holy grail right now because he's got control of 2 shows.
And there's a hidden agenda. Okay. When Moffat worked under Russell T. Davies, he couldn't stand that Rose Tyler and the Doctor were secretly in love with each other. Couldn't stand it. That he set to create an episode where the Doctor would have a different love interest, Madame de Pompadour, right? Okay, ready? My imaginary friend, my Raggedy Man, my Doctor, with the dollhouse, with the dolls, with the whole thing. Sure enough, 11th hour, my imaginary friend, my Raggedy Man, and my Doctor copied off of himself. Wait, empty child, Doctor dances. No genes. That turns the people into the gas mask, like my mommy, right? Uses the same nanogenes in reverse to make them become Daleks.
Yep.
In the Asylum of Daleks.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like the Asylum of Daleks, by the way, but not a lot of people did, but I did. But it's ridiculous. He's kind of paradoxed himself so bad with certain things that he doesn't even know.
That's what a lot of people are complaining about.
You took 3 years, 4 years, right? And you explained it in one sentence what the hell Madame Bavarian was and what she was doing. He's talking to Tasha Lim. He explained, for years we were waiting for answers, and he explains it in one sentence. That she broke off from the church and traveled back in time to his timeline to undo his timeline. Doesn't say how she traveled back in time. Doesn't say that at all. So, amazing. And then the Weeping Angels. He keeps recreating their origin or their powers to fit the story. And then he jokes about it like it's a joke. It's not a joke.
Yeah,
you're an idiot.
Yeah, 1 minute. If you keep your eyes closed, or you keep your eyes on them, they don't move. But yet, if they look at each other, they cancel each other out.
Right.
And then you've got the one episode with River Song where they find the ship and they get thrown into the crack. But yet, everybody gets turned into a weeping angel.
Right.
So, which make up your mind, Moffat, on how you're going to play this, because you're going to be the one, due to your writing, is going to cause people to think, Doctor Who is done with.
Right. Now I got a trivia question for Jacob. Right, Jacob?
Okay.
You're going to be. Oh, hi, Gloria.
Hello.
Hey. I didn't
Hi,
see
Gloria.
Brian
How
got
are
on
you?
the queue.
Yes, Brian. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry, Daniel. We're getting really deep into discussion.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm actually liking this one because I'm still a little sore at Moffat. So.
Yeah. Gloria, what is the first appearance of the Cracks?
Wasn't it the 11th hour?
No, it wasn't, Gloria.
Yes, it was.
The
No,
11th
it
hour.
wasn't. No, it
It
wasn't,
wasn't.
Brian. It was City of Death.
Oh.
Lost Doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Okay, right? Scott.
Mm-hmm.
There was okay, wait, but it gets better.
No.
Now forget about City of Death, Brian. What was the first appearance of this cracks if you don't count City of Death?
The drawing.
What?
The picture, the drawing. Wasn't it? That
No,
he-
what episode would the cracks appear first? 11th. You're gonna say 11th hour, right?
Yeah, but the City of Death, you're right.
No, but forget about City of Death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the 11th hour.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No. Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. David Tennant's like, there are cracks.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes a solid screwdriver. He's like, there's a crack in the universe.
Yeah.
And the other universe is getting
Oh,
through.
yeah.
And it's like,
Touches it to the glass and boom.
Oh, uh-huh.
so, hello. Hi. I like your storyline, Russell T. Davis. I'm going to take that, thank you. And I'm going to put some sugar on top of that, too.
But I will give them credit for this. At least it seems like it's been like there for a while, so it's like kind of it's cool in that way because it did go through his time stream, the cracks. So even far back into 10, you know, it's like what I mean. It's like it's spreading out through his timeline. So in that way, it's kind of cool because that's what the cracks should do because they're cracks in time. So
Well, the problem with him with the cracks is he changed the definition of the cracks many times. First, the cracks led to the prison.
Yeah.
Where Prisoner Zero was.
Mm-hmm.
Then the cracks, if you go to cracks, erased from existence.
Yeah.
You never happened, which is bullcrap. Okay?
Look at the roll.
Then it leads to Gallifrey. So what the hell are you talking about? Okay? How about the Time Lords, all right, put Rory in a friggin' robot to help the Doctor because the Nestine was involved in it, right? Didn't say anything because you need a little help because Madame Corellian's screwing around a little bit and she just blew up your TARDIS. So they popped Rory in there and did that whole thing to help him. How about that? Just say. How about that?
Yeah.
But what about the underlying storyline about Rory Williams that, how did we were repaired for thousands of years? He said, they came for me every night. So traumatic. And like, what are you talking about? And the Doctor's wife. Who came for you every night? Who repaired you? What? And then Clara's saying that they come for me every night. Like, what are you talking about? That's the same line that Rory said.
What is coming?
What is, yeah.
And why is the Doctor's dialogue repeated in Clara's mother's mouth? I will always be there for you. Blah, 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 blah. It's like...
And Amy, because she said to Baby River, like, no matter how far how lost she may feel, she will all, there'll always be someone there or something like that. I forgot the actual dialogue. But it's like it kind of mirrored that whole, talk that Ellie did to young Clara. There, like, that's weird. He got kicked off.
Okay, for some reason Google kicks me out after like an hour. I don't know why. So he used a joke. Why are you using a sonic screwdriver? You're going to fix kitchen cabinets 3 friggin' times. River said it.
Yeah.
War Doctor said it. Who else said it? 3 friggin' times. Captain Jack said it in.
Yes,
in,
actually, he did
Dr.
say it.
Danvers.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even his joke to use.
What?
Sonic what? Sonic what?
And guess what? Guess what? The weapon in Stolen Earth.
Thing about making, he asked Sonic what, to make a cabinet.
Yeah. The weapon used in Stolen Earth and Journey's End was the Valyard's weapon. Okay? Different name, same crap. To destroy all the universes? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
Okay? And the Time Lords recruited the Fourth Doctor to halt the Daleks' timeline to prevent the Time War. To prevent the Time War in the first place. And he said no, but then he told that, like they found out, Davros found out that the Time Lords did that, and he said, let me just write it on my post-it. In the future, you will F with the Time Lords. Just saying that to Daleks. Just go after them, but they pissed me off. That basically, yeah. Just like the Daleks who don't have TV stations or TV shows and don't broadcast to the universe. Said, hey, Time Lords, watch us on Galactic TV. We're killing one of your own, the Master. Here, buddy, right here. Okay? Because the Time Lords are a bunch of nasty whatever. They're like, oh, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. We're going to war. Oh, no, he didn't. They're like, we hate the Master, but you can't hate him. Crazy stuff. And I got another one. Okay. In Let's Kill Hitler, right? Amy and Rory went not into the Dalek, but into a Tesselector.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you.
And they had the little wristbands that went red, and then sooner than one of them shoots one of those creatures, they started attacking him.
Into a Tesselector, thank you. And Dalek, we went into a Dalek. Same storyline. just to let you know that.
Yep.
Then they started grasping at straws. They started making ridiculous episodes. They're like, well, what if the trees just kept growing?
Oh, God.
What the hell? What are we going to do?
Make the moon an egg.
They were probably watching...
Colin, make you forget.
Scott, they were probably watching Day of the Triffids. But then they said, let's do a field trip with that, and let's not make the trees evil. It's weird. Okay? And people are not going to go blind either. Like, wouldn't people find that interesting? That, like, pollen talks to you?
And a tree bursts into flame, and there's the missing sister?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, she just disappeared for a couple of years, but hey.
But you're back, and you came from a tree.
Hey,
so.
hey, you know, God bless you, man. God bless you. I can't take it.
And it didn't even let us know too much about that girl either. It's like the one that went missing and came back through a tree. It's like,
yeah,
hey?
Yeah. We don't know why she left, but okay. Wait, here's another one, Jacob. I know you're loving this.
She's back.
Brian, Daniel, I know you're loving this, but didn't we have a school reunion with Sarah Jane Smith and this creature in the school, and oh my God, the kid's gonna die, and what the hell is this thing? And then don't we have like a robot in the school and killing her?
That school reunion.
What's happening with that?
School reunion.
What's happening with that?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh man. Oh my gosh, that is
Hey.
I'm the dog.
Craziness. Just what the F is happening? The only thing that wasn't copied was Love and Monsters, and thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Don't be careful what you wish for. Well, not that. Maybe don't speak too soon. Maybe he might copy it.
Wasn't like Fear Her the same thing as like you know what, I don't want to go. Just too much. Ridiculous. And deep breath. The sister ship of the Madame de Pompadour?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was bringing that up, and he says, "Oh, this seems so familiar. Why does this sound so familiar?"
Okay. First of all, it was a mistake that the ship ventured too far out, was damaged, that they had to kill the crew. It was an accident. Okay? So how could you have another ship do the same shit?
Yeah.
Like, how would that happen if it was an accident?
Yeah.
So how did the So wait, not only did Gloria, not only did the accident happen again, but somebody went off course and they wound up in right after the Big Bang, like chilling.
Uh-huh.
How did that happen?
They drank the Kool-Aid.
The guy's like, hey, where did I put that time window? Oh crap, my sister's ship just went right through the time window. Oh, where did the horse go? I don't know. Okay.
I want Rusty to come back. Rusty the Dalek.
Yeah. And how about Inferno? Inferno with the eye patches.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Madame Quaverian, eye patches. Brigadier, evil, eye patches. Hi, Madame Quaverian. Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Madame Quaverian.
Here's a theory. I have another theory, but I could be wrong or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna throw it out there. Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. What if Madame Quaverian from the future is actually... Okay, what if she is, from the future, she's Madame de Pompadour, but evil?
That would make me throw up in my mouth a lot.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you can't have, like, somebody like Superman become like Charles Manson. Yeah. It make no sense to me. So, I get what you're saying, but the anagram for Madame Quaverian is Mad Ronnie Makeover. Take her name, twirl it around, Mad Ronnie Makeover. Just saying. She could be the Ronnie, just saying. Just put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Dalek
agrees. A combination of the Master and the Ronnie in his attempt to leave Gallifrey. That idea popped in my head once.
Just saying. Now, the Silence, right? As long as you're of them, correct? You remember them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do?
Right? Okay. Wait.
Oh, there's scratch markers on there.
Theory.
Wait, I'm getting to this. Wait, Gloria. So that's the thing with that, right? Didn't that happen in Silence of the Library with Dr. Moon, tricked on a noble, and didn't remember anything? Didn't you take from your own story? Silence in the Library, people. Silence in the Library. Wait, Weeping Angels. You gotta stay focused on them, right? Right? Can't look away, right? Don't blink, right?
Yeah.
So Moffat's like, man, I really need to create a creature, right? Something original. How about I say the opposite of the Weeping Angels, where you can't, and I'll make them freaking crabs, dream crabs, and you can't even think of them. Like the Silence. You have to try to remember them. You can't remember them because then he made to refer to two characters, the Weeping Angels and the Silence, and that was the Dream Crabs.
Flip them.
Gloria, thank God we didn't have Spoonhead's cousin, the Fork Monster. Thank God.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Thank God. Thank God. That's
Oh.
all I'm saying.
And also, I kind of, the Whispermen, they kind of make me think of Echoes in a way.
Joe?
Yeah.
Modern Age Ned wants to come in.
Oh, okay. One more thing. Ready? Who was the first companion that says, I don't know where I am? I don't know where I am? Gloria. Was a companion that said, I don't know where I am?
It was.
Companion, that's not the-
I say it's Rose because she was on the
No, it wasn't Rose.
No, it's Clara, right?
in the midnight episode when she's on that screen behind the doctor. There's a screen on the screen right after the thing attacked the ship.
Right.
All fell, you know. And then you look behind him. There's a TV, and she's screaming in the TV, "Doctor, doctor!" Like she's stuck in it. And I.
No, but who's the companion that says, I don't know where I am? You know the episode.
Yeah.
But all the same job, right?
Clara, but that wasn't the only one. I know there's another. I can't remember at the moment.
Amy Pons
Yeah, Amy Pond.
said, I don't know where I don't know where I am.
Oh,
Rory,
yeah.
help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is he repeating things?
Because he can't write for shit.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
He's useless. He's bloody useless.
The
I
Whispermen
agree
are
with
from
you on that,
Buffy.
Hayden.
Scott, isn't the Whispermen from Buffy? Who's
Pretty much,
vampire
yeah.
looking things?
They're pretty much
Didn't he take the
copied
cracks
straight
from...
from Buff.
Okay. Didn't he take the cracks from Star Trek Generations as well as the classic Doctor Who series?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Because there was an
Didn't he
episode
take
where
River
Data
Song
got
from the
through
Time Traveler's
the whole
Wife?
Data head thing.
What about
Guess what? Guess what, people?
What's that?
Go see Time Traveler's Wife and
Yeah.
then look at the whole thing with River Song.
that? Is he? It was inspired by that.
Yeah, exactly.
I
The
already
Big
said
Bang with Bill and Ted.
He actually said so. Yeah, and Bill and Ted.
Yeah. His whole theories for time travel with Matt Smith is Bill and Ted. Let's write a note to our future self. Or let's go back in time and help our past self.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Leave a
But who
Yes,
did that
bro.
first?
leave
Russell T.
the
Davis,
recorder
right?
to play at a certain time.
Russell T. Davis did that first, right? When David Tennant fixed his tie to Walter Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was another moment of that in I think it was Impossible Astronaut where the doctor told what's his name to fix his tie when he turned around.
Right.
The Delaware, you know, the
Didn't
That's,
Didn't John
that's
Pertwee
not-
battle in a dream world from Omega's perspective, like he was
Mhm.
battling some cool.
That's Moffat's problem though with the show. What he does every season, Doctor Who goes through the same formula. We get episode 1 and it's a bit average, but Moffat has all these little teasers in there, and all the fans go, "Oh my god, it's going to be a great season. We've gone for a great season this year." And then it just leads to the same plot holes in every finale that doesn't make sense, and everyone cracks the shits again, and then everyone just gets angry at everyone for complaining that it wasn't a good season. And he always just writes the same show where he doesn't leave anything open. And then what's with Clara? She's left like 5 fucking times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when
Spoilers.
she actually-
Look at
when she
Amy.
actually
Well,
leaves,
maybe
no
it's
one's gonna
before.
care. No one's gonna care when she actually leaves because she's already frickin' left 20 times.
Same thing with Amy.
yeah.
They left
Oh.
like a million
Maybe
times.
she left the.
Thing is, he feels like he needs to hold little kids' hands and be like, "It's alright, little kids, your best friends aren't gone just yet. We'll bring them back next week."
And then he decides to listen to fans when they said stop killing people and bring them back, okay? That doesn't mean you kill people, period. Okay? Like Osgood, you don't need to prove the Master is evil. She's evil. I think pretty much she's evil.
He tries to cater to too many people, but the difference is you've got something like Star Wars, which is franchises that it's written for everyone and everyone can enjoy Star Wars. But the thing with Moffat is he tries to cater to so many people, but this is what he does. He writes a scene where a little kid's on a bike or something but then he writes a scene where he writes a sex joke and he tries to cater. No, he does. Remember what he was saying about Clara with the boyfriends, the Christmas special? With Danny Pink flirting with one of your mates or something, and all this sort of stuff. And then the next scene, there's all these little kids' Christmas toys and then Santa on a reindeer. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to be, Moffat?
First of all, like when we saw him do Walking Dead, it was called like Dark Water and Death in Heaven. You got the freaking Cybermen coming out of the damn graves. That's not family oriented. Okay,
How
I'm
do
gonna
you
let
go?
my 3 or 4-year-old
How do you go
watch
from
Night of the
Forest
Living
of the
Dead.
Night?
Mm-hmm.
How do you go from In the Forest of the Night to Dark Water?
Yeah. What the frick is that?
Next week.
Yeah. Peace and harmony.
Next week we're going to fix it up to where not that handful of people weren't actually dead. They were just this, that, and the other thing.
Then people ask the most ridiculous questions. Oh my God. Did Amy and Rory become a Cyberman? Oh, stop it. Stop it.
It's stupid
How about
because
Sarah Jane Smith? How about all the other companions? That's all right.
Oh,
every time there's some sort of new female on the show, whether it was the chick from Into the Dalek or the girl from the Christmas special who was talking about peeing herself, every freaking fan, right, thinks every chick who's in the show is the next companion and write a freaking editorial about why they should be the next companion.
It's like that was Osgood. It's like that with Shauna. It's like that with
Why this person should be the next companion.
Dalek. It was like that with Courtney.
Sparrow.
Sally Sparrow.
Why
I can
Clara
stand Courtney.
has had her time and should leave now because no one cares because she's a boring school teacher.
Does anybody forget that Peter Capaldi, the 12th Doctor, did find Gallifrey? Because he didn't need his computations, his equations, to save Gallifrey because Matt Smith was the last Doctor to calculate it.
Yeah.
So he went back in time to that moment to go into there where Gallifrey was. Does anybody understand that?
Yeah.
He didn't have the equation. He went in there. He found Gallifrey. The 12th Doctor, guys, finds Gallifrey.
Yeah. Before he.
How does he get there at the end of the Time War in the Day of the Doctor?
How does
He
they
shows
go
up-
to Gallifrey planet when the Doctor's laying in
He
the
shows
bed
up-
if this is time lock?
He remembers.
He says he won't interfere with the Time War, yet he can go back when he's the 12th Doctor and save the planet from being destroyed. So why can't he pop down there and say, "Come jump in my TARDIS, Time Lord, let's get out of here"?
Yeah.
He's still interfering either way, you know?
That gives me kind of hope because maybe he'll go back through his timeline and fix some other things, not just
I
that.
don't want to watch that again. I don't want to see him jump into the time stream.
He said that the 10th Doctor had vanity issues, right?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't regenerate and get a new face when River gave him regeneration, so what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The same
I
crap.
heard this terrible theory. Did you read this terrible theory on Doctor Who TV? It was
No.
about when the Time Lords gave the energy through the side, they hit
I
the
heard
planet regeneration energy, and then it slid into the Doctor, and if the Doctor regenerates, Gallifrey will just explode and be reborn. It was
Oh,
like
I
the most...
thought if he passes gas, it comes out. That's what I thought.
I
Oh,
thought he was
that-
putting in his spaghetti the other week that you were cooking.
Remember when he says on that thing, on that little, I don't even remember him saying it on any episode, but he said it on that little preview thingy where he was being electrocuted. It said about he it's about fixing things that he regretted or whatever.
he has a lot of regrets. Like,
Showed
really?
that. It wasn't even showing that yet in his progression as the 12th Doctor. So maybe they're going to have him go back and fix things that he feels guilty or bad about or whatever.
Yeah, so go save Amy and Rory for crying out loud.
Yes, that's one of them. And fix
Nah, I
River's
wouldn't say that.
River's situation in the library, the computer, and all that. And then also Gallifrey. That's why he shows up at Gallifrey, to save Gallifrey.
Listen, Gloria,
Huh.
Moffat needs to stop watching Back to the Future 3,
And stop having repeats.
okay? Because I saw that disappear on the tombstone too, okay? And that's how it ended with the Angels Take Manhattan, okay? How about they just have somebody write that on the tombstone, but they're not really dead, or they're not really there?
Yeah.
How about that?
Nah.
Reboot.
Tell Moffat to stop watching Mork and Mindy.
Stop watching what?
Mork and Mindy.
Yeah, called the West one, Town Called Mercy,
Yeah.
with the egg. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for a
You know what
reboot, kids.
All they need to do. You know what I've said this before, right? She could, the doctor could be battling Missy, whatever. The TARDIS shows up, Clara gets in there, and it's David Tennant. It's not anybody else. He's like, hey, I just wanted to see how you doing because I liked you from the night out. Kiss the hand. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have that companion. It's like, yeah.
Good. I'm a good judge of character. I pick good.
No, because I would have him mess with the audience. She'd be like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, I got a question for you. Before I get my mind erased because of the timey-wimey thing, where's Trenzor? And why don't I go there? And she'd be like, do something crazy. Like, he's like, no, you can't tell me. All right, I just saved you. I'll just dump you up. Take care. Yeah, I would do something like that, like funny. Just like, all right. 5 minutes with David Tennant. Why not?
Yeah.
Now, if the Doctor's a woman, I'm done. I'm done now anyway. I hate the show now, but I'm saying I'm done even more if he's a woman.
I'll still watch it if
Wait,
he's a woman.
So wait, if he's a woman, right? Then he can get pregnant. Then he can get kids, and then Clara's his great-granddaughter. Right? Like Clara's his great-granddaughter.
It has to be a hot blonde.
I'm still
It has
trying
to be
to
a
figure
hot
out.
blonde if it's a woman.
You know what I'm trying to figure out, Gloria? I'm trying to figure out how Rose Tyler and Clara didn't bump into each other if they lived in the same place.
Yeah.
No, look at the end of time. It's the same house.
Yep.
Rose Tyler and Clara chilling. Same
The
house.
exact same house, yeah.
And what's with that chick from the lodger, Gloria?
What?
What's with the chick from the lodger? Right, with the pink tail, the ponytails, and she's coming down the steps. I need help, help me, right? It's the same chick in Angels Take Manhattan. She's looking out the window, right? It's the same chick, same kid in the Bells of St. John. Who was that girl? 3 times. Who's that girl?
They won't explain it.
Bells of St. John. She was in Bells of St. John too?
Yeah,
Who
3
was,
times.
who was she in Bells of St. John?
A spoonhead.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But what the hell was she in Angels Take Manhattan? She's looking out the window like, what are you doing?
And putting her hands over.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, what is that? She's in a lodge. She's supposed to be that thing.
Yeah.
And could somebody please, nobody has ever answered my question, okay? Who the hell is taking pictures with Amy Pond that has pictures all over the wall? Is that Clara? Because, that was not an African-American river. I'm sorry. That was Clara, right? Because, who the hell was that?
I think it was Clara.
In every picture, it's Amy Pond and somebody, and you can't even see what it is. And it's not an African-American river.
Yeah. I'm also wondering why there were so many. I mean, I guess the ones who were taking care of her at the orphanage or whatever were doing it. But why are there so many pictures of a river growing up and stuff? And, I mean, it's weird. Some of those pictures, if you look at them, they have them on. One of them was on a beach, and it was really weird. But some of those pictures are really odd. They don't look like the same girl. Each one.
Yeah, you know who raised River? Clara.
Yeah.
Clara raised River. Because guess
whenever
what?
Give me a break.
When I
No.
Watch.
when I saw that beach scene on the picture of her growing up, it kind of made me think of when Clara said about going to the beach and getting lost as a child and stuff. So I was like, huh, I'm wondering.
Well, who took the kid from New York City in 1969
Yeah.
and brought them overseas?
Yeah.
And we worked in that, And
And how did she stay 30 years the same age?
yeah,
She regenerated again.
there's another
Yeah.
regeneration. I want to know who that regeneration is. I want to know that regeneration of Rumor. Like, man,
There's that little girl who went to school with Amy, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want
Wasn't that Mem?
No, but our point is that when she regenerated next time, right, she became that little girl that was growing up with Amelia. But how could she stay the same age for 30 years?
Yeah, but the Doctor doesn't age, does he?
Slowly.
Yeah, he ages.
Probably.
Well, you're saying she ages slowly too?
Nah,
As a
but
child.
Matt Smith was 2,000 years old and he didn't look any different.
Yeah.
Guess what? The Doctor is 2,000 years old because the third Doctor said he was
Also-
thousands of years old in the Silurians episode.
The
Not
Doctor
only
can
that-
always age. It just means that he ages slower.
Because there was an episode, because there was a Doctor Who
But also,
comic book called Time Witch, and Sharon got aged several years to where she became like 20 or something, and the fourth Doctor didn't look like he changed at all.
Oh, which one? A Leisure Hive?
No, there was a Doctor Who comic. Marvel reprinted a lot of the Doctor Who magazine
Right.
episodes, and there was an issue called the Time Witch,
Okay.
and they and when they encountered the Time Witch, something happened where Sharon, his companion in this comic book cartoon, had aged like up to her like late teens, early 20s, and the Doctor says because he was a Time Lord, that's why he didn't look like he aged X number of years.
and yet, when she was with Amy and Rory, she aged normally, alongside them. So I thought that was weird.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like how could she
You know, like,
grow
if the Doctor was...
and then speed up? Like it's weird.
Wait, Jacob, yeah.
Yeah, Joe, what I was gonna say, there's this book of Doctor Who, right? And I bet you Moffat copied this too. Okay, there's this book, right, of Doctor Who, and with David Tennant, right, you know the Lodger episode, how, like, Matt Smith, Doctor, played soccer and, like, went to Craig's house and all that stuff. Well, in this book, it was supposedly David Tennant's Doctor, who was supposed to go to this house, and it was the exact same as the Lodger, as in the book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty
David Tennant's Doctor. Yeah.
cool. Nice.
Also,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Wait. One more thing. And you can go back, Corey. So, we had a Cyberman that turned good, right? Candles. And now they repeat that into Dalek with a good Dalek. All right, I just want to say that. Just saying that. Yeah, but
They ruined the Sontarans by making Strax. You just ruined it.
Oh, Strax is good.
Now I
Strax-
can't take the
The
Sontarans
Sontarans
seriously.
are good. The Silurians are good. The Ice Warriors are good. So who's bad?
Zygons are good.
What's going on?
It's moral ambiguity.
Let's hold hands. Show's over,
Let's have
everybody.
peace. Let's have peace on Earth.
Wake up.
Children can't
The
see
universe.
fighting it.
Song's over, people. All the bad guys are good guys. So,
Wake up.
yeah, when everybody becomes a good guy. Wait, Gloria. When everybody becomes a good, that's when the Doctor becomes a bad guy, like the Valiant, and kicks everybody's ass. Just saying.
Maybe that's what
They've already tried that. They've done that so many times. Aren't you sick of every single series trailer? This was just lost me. When the Series 8 trailer comes out and Clara goes, I don't know who the Doctor is anymore. So I've seen that 500 frickin' times before. Like, that is such an old thing. Like, it doesn't even surprise me anymore. Like, I bet the trailer for this series is just going to be Missy standing there. I'm back. Like, that would be the whole
We saw
trailer.
her already. She ate an apple. She ate an
Yeah, with
apple
her
already.
own
So
Spanish screwdriver.
Yeah, I saw that she
Did you
came
see
back.
it?
Like,
she ate an apple. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then she raised her hand, drops it,
gonna
and
What is
comes
up?
out a little time vortex.
Vortex manipulator.
Wrist.
And what is up with Clarice talking like the doc? Kind of, like,
Clara Oswald has never existed. I'm the Doctor.
I got so pissed when I saw that scene.
How stupid does he think
I
we are when he
flipped.
changed her to be the Doctor in the frickin' opening? Like, we're not that dumb.
yeah, flatline even.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
take on the role.
Well, look at his own character, right? He badmouths his own character. He tells everybody, hey, she's a friggin' nut job. She thinks that she's in a TV show, and she's the main star. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, do you sit, like, up 48 hours thinking this crap? And you're, like, trying to analyze it? Like, stop.
Do you know what?
Stop.
Do you guys know what I want to happen to Clara in Series 9? When
Die.
like, Clara's like running on the street or something. Ready? When Clara's running on the street or something, and then
Break her
yeah,
ankle.
and then the Dalek comes along and just goes.
No, you know what I want to happen? I love Clara, don't get me wrong, okay? But she needs to get knocked up. She needs to get knocked on her, you know what? She needs a wake-up call, right? The Doctor needs to be in control. She needs to do something where she makes a freaking mistake, okay? And the Earth blows up. And then it's like, wait. So then it's like, all right, let's just go. No. We can't. Like, no.
I can't drop you off here.
We can't, like, go back and fix it. Like, that's it. Like, no. You just kill the Earth. That's it.
Hey, come on. Nothing better than the entire city of London being on a humpback whale's back, you know. That was the best thing about ever.
Hey, listen. All right? Travel back in time. Create the human race. 'Cause that's exactly what the Doctor did. He created the human race. He brought friggin' Adric. We're all Adric.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
We're all Adric. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They should get Adric back instead of Clara.
Not only did he allow Adric to croak and infect the Earth with his DNA, he made sure he was part of that where he lit he didn't light the fuse, but he made sure he watched the fuse with the Jaggeroth blowing up the ship to basically give the energy for the human race to be created from Adric.
Hey, I like Adric.
So wait a minute, if the Doctor's erased from the universe, that means the human race are not humans. They don't exist. Because no Adric.
Yeah.
There's dinosaurs.
No, Clara created the human race, alright? Have some fucking respect.
No. I was going to turn out to be the Doctor's mother, father, and cousin.
And sister.
And
What's
daughter.
up, Mike?
Grandfather.
Granddaughter.
Mike, we're just talking
Hey,
about
Mike.
Doctor Who, the shitfest, just describing our true thoughts. We're talking about Doctor Pooh.
We're just talking about what the hell could they make Clara now when they've done everything already.
How about make her unemployed?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I love that. I love how
That is the wrong
Mike
item.
cracks a joke, sits there and just
Thanks
doesn't even
very
laugh,
much.
just sits back.
You know, David Spade, like, bye-bye.
You had an affair with one of your students. Goodbye.
Or just the TARDIS have enough of her and spit her out the doors. Like, just like
Anakin.
flying out.
Anakin should just kill the younglings again.
Yeah.
Or the
The
Doctor
Doctor-
jumps into his. Oh. The
I
Doctor
saw
could
Mike
jump in.
D. Mike D.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Don't you think they need to do an episode where Clara screws up so bad that, like, that basically signifies that, no, she's not the ultimate companion?
She needs to be brought down a couple of pegs. Like a lot of pegs,
She's
actually.
getting laid. Oh, wait a minute.
So what if like she goes to an alien planet and she sneezes and she kills the whole planet?
Oh,
And he
God.
says, "Listen, blow your nose before you go out there." And she's like the whole thing just like, right?
What are you doing,
Stop.
Glory? You destroyed the whole bloody planet, mate.
Or he goes to the dinosaur area. He's like, "Don't step there, whatever you do."
Oops.
He does. Yeah, like that movie, right? Wasn't there a movie?
It was Sound of Thunder or something like that. Or
Yeah, they went back in time. They stepped on a butterfly, and that was it.
That's a distant sound of thunder.
The Sound of,
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute. We were talking about Moffat copying from Russell T Davies, right? Listen to this. At the end of whatever, he gets all the humans and puts them in capsules, right? And rains them down to just take over the Earth. Right?
That would be
Does
awesome.
that sound like the Toclophane or the Cybermen?
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
He had the same plan twice.
Himself. Listen, he repeated himself. First of all, he got the test collector from the Eddie Murphy movie, where Eddie Murphy was inside a
Yeah.
robot Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's that. It's whatever he watches throughout the year.
You know
That's
what?
what the episodes will be
You know
about.
what he should do?
I
He
keep
should do an
expecting to see
episode where
Mulder
the
and
doctor
Scully
can only
show up.
say so many words. If he says too many words, everything will explode or something like that. You know, or you know, he can't go. You know what I mean? Because there's a movie of Eddie Murphy where he was only able to say so many.
Right.
Every time he said a word, leaf fell off of a tree.
Alright,
Well,
so
what
you're
we're saying is, what we're saying is, whatever he watches throughout the year when Doctor's off the air, when he's not writing it, he retains it and he twists it, and it becomes Doctor Who episodes, no matter what it is.
we're getting Boyhood Doctor Who this year. We're going to see Clara from age 1 to age 13 over a 12-year period in one season.
We already seen that in the minisodes.
We're going to see One Direction in Doctor Who.
I like One Direction.
We've seen her as a baby in Rings of Akatan. We've seen her in a prequel, House of St. John. We've seen every age just about.
And we've seen her get her hands out in another TV.
Old age in the.
And then we seen her as an old woman.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw her as a old woman. That was scary, terrifying.
I was pissing myself. That scene was hilarious. It was like, I became a teacher all over the world and I flew a plane.
It was a dream.
How about there is no Earth? How about the Earth's dead? Because like that's ridiculous.
No, it was a dream. It was Inception.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes,
We got,
Inception.
we got the those dream creatures.
That
Yeah.
was the worst Christmas episode. No, that wasn't as bad as Doctor Widow on the Wardrobe. That was
No,
just...
that was this was the worst Christmas episode.
Do you know what I would do if I was the writer of Doctor Who?
No.
Okay, listen to this. This is actually pretty interesting. If I was the writer of Doctor Who, I actually would get the Doctor to go back into his time stream and make Clara not exist anymore. That's what I would do.
I would have the 12th Doctor visit Stephen Moffat and say that he's got a magical pen from Gallifrey that's making stuff like SpongeBob. And Peter Capaldi screaming at him, "Just don't you dare write that! I'm not a woman now."
Well, they could do that. That's not impossible. Right? Did any of you see the 2.5 Men finale where we had the producer kill Charlie Sheen and then it comes out and then the producer goes winning and then it kills the producer?
Hey.
I didn't even see that.
When we get a new showrunner, right, we can have a scene where the Doctor walks into a writers' conference, shoots Stephen Moffat, he turns around and he looks at the camera and winks, and the new producer walks around the corner, winks, clicks at the camera, and we just cut. End of the episode.
That would be awesome.
You know what?
Mark Gatiss is an episode. Why can't Stephen Moffat be an episode?
I could
Yeah.
picture this. Stephen Moffat writing on his keyboard, you know, on his computer, an episode that he's about to turn a woman, right? And I can picture Peter Capaldi coming onto the TARDIS appearing, coming out, you know, coming behind, and for some reason Stephen Moffat can't hear him. He comes up behind him, reads some of the stuff, sees that he becomes a woman, and says, "Shut up! You will not write that."
Oh,
Did you
be
watch
sure.
that scene with Papa Peter?
Essentially, he's a parody of himself in Curse of the Fatal Death. If that's any indication, the 13th Doctor's going to be a woman. Exactly the same.
Plagiarizes from himself so much. It's not even funny.
Yeah, he's fucking times.
Unbelievable.
Well, my friend Ryan actually did say there was actually going to be a female Doctor straight after Peter Capaldi. He actually found that out.
It's gonna happen. We can't.
It is going to happen.
It's just when is it gonna happen?
Oh,
I honestly think, right, this is all a ruse, right? I think he's not going to turn the Doctor into a woman. I think he's going to turn him into like a 20-year-old kid. That's going to be a kicker. I don't know about what do you think, Mike? Do you really think he's going to be ballsy and transform the Doctor into a woman?
An 8-year-old.
Yeah, you come to me to ask me that question, right?
I know.
That's not controversial. Like, we haven't done a cast on that, right? I don't know. I need to go wake Sandra up. We could have a debate about it.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Flash of bluish light. You see,
Oh wait,
and
go see a movie with the magician.
boy, and it's Al and.
Okay, I'm sorry, Scott. Okay.
I said, yeah, there's going to be this big old flash of blue light. Moffat's going to actually be, it's going to be Quantum Leap all over again. And
His only god in his wait. His only god in his journey is Cal from Silence of the Library. Now
that's right.
He's going to copy the Sorcerer's Apprentice in the Magician's Apprentice.
I thought that was Now You See Me that he saw.
No, the Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage. That's what he's going to copy.
That's what he's copying off? I thought he saw Now You See Me. He says, ooh, I can do magic.
Now you see me.
Whatever he watches, he becomes
I've stolen something else.
Or he's just trying to copy
watches.
Game of Thrones.
He already did that. He said winter is coming in Snowman.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
He
did.
actually did.
Yes, he did. And they mentioned Game of Thrones in the Christmas special.
No, they don't.
Did they?
Shauna says, "Oh, bucket list, catch up, be caught up with Game of Thrones." Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did too. Another
Who's on that much of a parody now, and it literally has in other shows for people who like it.
Wait, Gloria.
Huh?
We talked about this, right? Did you see the cartoon in Silence of the Library?
Yeah.
Forest of the Dead? That was Matt Smith, River Song, and that's when Russell T. Davies taught.
Yeah.
Yeah, bow tie.
Little cartoon looked like a little giraffe, and it had a
Bow tie?
fez on and a bow tie.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to give you an update on my my little convention here.
Yes, please.
I meant to also tell you that Julian Glover, who was in City of Death, the Tom Baker classic episode, he's going to be there.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, in The Empire, of course, yes. And For Your Eyes Only, the Bond film, the Roger Moore film.
Count
And,
Scorleone?
yeah, he's going to be there. And,
Jaggeroff.
yeah, Jeremy Bullock from Boba Fett, of course, and he was in the Time Warrior, the John Pertwee episode.
Right.
And David Warner, of course. Michael Biehn from The Terminator. Some of these I don't think I've mentioned to you before, but I'm going through their the photo op listing.
Okay.
Colin
When is
Baker,
this?
of course.
Friday? Colin Baker's when? Friday or Saturday?
He's they got him on Saturday at 3 o'clock for the photo op. I'm probably going to be running into him and getting all that stuff taken care of on probably Friday, maybe even tomorrow, actually. So.
Where's Hayden Christensen?
What's that?
Where's Hayden Christensen?
I don't see him on this list.
When am I taking off from work? Friday or Saturday? I'm off.
I'll talk to you off air about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
stay on here because I got some information today. Tyler Maine's going to be there from X-Men and wasn't he Michael Myers?
Yes.
Yeah. And some of the guys from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh wow.
Oh, did you? This is an everything show,
Oh, cool.
right?
Yes, I know we're talking about Doctor Who like crazy. Yes.
I was about to say, did you hear that the new Neil Blomkamp Alien movie is actually a sequel to Aliens? It's Alien 3. They're just retconning Alien 3 and
That
Alien
was the
Resurrection.
that was the
talked about
first
it earlier.
article.
Yeah.
That was the first article on this show.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's funny. That is brilliant. That is the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Aliens, so we turned to Doctor Who.
I
Hey,
love
Woody,
it.
I could ask Michael Biehn about that if he's going to reprise his role as what's his name? Hicks.
Ripley Waite.
He has
had
to.
a dream.
He has to reprise his role.
I would think so.
I can
We
hear
got
it
an
echo.
Okay.
Do you think we get Michael Fassbender, David from Prometheus, will still be alive as he's an android?
Oh, that'd be cool, right?
Maybe cross the two over. Why not?
You know, with all this talk of aliens and Terminator, we were talking about every movie you can think of. Me and Scott, we didn't even discuss the Rocky new movie that's coming out.
Because you said we were going to talk about something how we got.
I got the synopsis for Creed.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting.
So Apollo Creed's son never knew his famous father, world champion Apollo Creed, because he died before he was born.
Ivan Drago.
So still, there's no denying that boxing's in his blood. He heads to Philadelphia, where his father got into the famous match with Rocky Balboa. And I guess Rocky winds up training him. But they're saying that Rocky has a battle that's more...
He's got cancer.
Yeah, he's going to die. Yeah. He's going to be the Mickey. And Rocky's going to die in this movie, so there's no more Rocky.
Because Sylvester Stallone accidentally leaked a picture of him writing at his desk at home, and the script was there, and it was upside down. And someone flipped it, and they showed the final scene of the movie, and it's basically Rocky gets over his cancer or whatever.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think if they do Creed 2, that's when they'll kill off Rocky. But this would be good, because from what it's saying here, it's like a passing of the torch. It's like Star Wars 7. It's the old meets the new and kind of hands it over. So basically, Rocky's the main character in this one. It's starring Sylvester Stallone. And Apollo Creed's son is the one who's going to be taken over at the end.
Right.
It's really sad how they're just milking all of this stuff from like 20 years ago out now, and it's like, well, the last screenwriter has the last original idea. Please shut the lights and the door when you leave Hollywood. I mean, it's really sad.
Well, it's not all really like that. It's not all like sequels. Like when you think of the Oscars, like every movie at the Oscars this year was all original movies, like Birdman and Boyhood, Whiplash, Nightcrawler.
So they basically picked the 7 movies that weren't superhero films or robots blowing shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you think about it though, there's like 1,000 movies that come out per year, and there's only like 3 or 4 superhero movies, which isn't that much.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they don't at the megaplexes. They just put out these films that are like the big budget Hollywood things. Like I used to go to the movies and see like just about everything at the theater, and I probably only see like maybe 12 movies a year tops now at the theater, because it's like nothing. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like there's the same regularity with the releases of these films. I mean, like a lot of these actors now, like Kevin Spacey goes to do House of Cards on TV, and a lot of these actors that were movie actors go to TV now because that's where the originality is.
Right. It's better money as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Hayden,
mean,
Go ahead,
Matt.
Jacob.
Hayden, I've got to ask. Have you seen that Power Rangers thing?
Oh, the Power Rangers fan film.
Oh, that's great.
The gritty reboot. Now this is pretty good. Like we should talk about this because Saban Brands, who owns Power Rangers, have cracked the shits because of this thing. They are not happy at all. Basically, this thing got 6 million views in a day. Power Rangers probably averages up 1 million views a week, so this thing's just killed it. And they've gone, crap, these fans have beaten out the actual real Power Rangers, and it's gritty and it's dark. Like, we don't want this damaging our children's brand. We're going to crack the shits and, like, destroy you people now. So it's just an online war that's about to break out. So this is basically going to be a big thing now. Like
we already covered it in the beginning of this cast about the Power Ranger thing. The reason why they're flipping, Hayden, is because they finished the Power Ranger movie, and it sucks. It's like corny.
Oh no, no. What happened there is that I think they're supposed to start filming in like a few weeks, but they've seen this and shit it because
the script's done.
I think that the script was done. Roberto Orci.
Well, there you go. Make Spider-Man 2. God bless you.
First class. But, no. Okay,
Wow.
this is a good thing. Just hear me out. Basically, what I heard is that they're going to kill off Peter Parker in Civil War and introduce Miles Morales in Spider-Man, the solo movie in 2017.
That sucks.
Yes, but here's the thing: if they're gonna bring Peter Parker back for just a movie, why recast an actor? Why don't you just bring back Tobey Maguire, who's already had Spider-Man for 12 years, and just kill him off? That way, this is kind of like the end of the original Spider-Man one movie.
Yeah, exactly. Let's bring back Tobey Maguire. I think just like Joe said, it's possible that they can bring back Tobey. I hope so, at least.
No, this is my theory. Spider-Man 3 came out in 2007, right? Iron Man came out in 2008.
Okay, we lost Hayden. Okay, there.
I have.
You there?
Yeah. What do you want me to say?
I guess Google's starting to act weird, and we can't hear you.
On.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What's the last thing you heard me say? Did you hear anything about Spider-Man in the MCU thing that I was talking about?
A little bit. You're a bits and pieces.
You stop laughing when it comes to the show.
Yeah.
Come stick that spaghetti up your ass if you keep laughing.
Okay. It's the Google. Google sucks.
No, it's not the Google. It's you bastard. Now let me speak.
I'm a good person. Okay, yeah.
My name is Sonny Carter. Anyway, not going there. Point is, I was saying, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 take place before 2008, and the MCU starts its events in 2008, basically, because Iron Man, that's when everything started in Iron Man. So, also taking into account that Stephen Strange does exist, right, in the MCU already, because it's not going to be an origin story, Doctor Strange, as you guys know. And considering the fact that J. Jonah Jameson is coming back, J.K. Simmons is returning as J. Jonah Jameson. That's confirmed. You missed that. That was weeks ago. Didn't you hear that? That was even before the Marvel one. Oh, that was weeks ago. He said they asked him and they're in talks, basically. But if you remember Spider-Man 2, they asked J. Jonah Jameson to call Doc Ock Doctor Strange, and he goes, "It's good, but it's taken." There you go. He exists. Right. MCU happens in 2008, Spider-Man 3 happens in 2007. Just after Spider-Man 3, Peter Parker settles down with Mary Jane, gets married, has a family, quits. Then Iron Man pops up a year later. You don't see Spider-Man. Then Civil War happens, Spidey comes out, takes the mask off, it's Tobey Maguire, I'm out of retirement, then he dies, then you bring in Miles Morales. Then you've got a full trilogy worth of Spider-Man stories with Peter Parker that count. And then when he takes the mask off, it will be like, yeah, we've already seen him for the last 10 years being Spider-Man, so when he actually takes the mask off, it'll be like, yeah, his story is complete. It's not going to be just some new Spider-Man who we've never seen. What's exciting about that? The first time you see a superhero, he takes his mask off. It doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Like, it should be someone who's been Spider-Man for a long time. And by having Tobey there, if you're not going to use Spider-Man for more than one movie, you may as well just use Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And then introduce Miles Morales as Donald Glover or whoever you're going to get to play him in the actual Spider-Man solo movie.
Because I was talking about that in the beginning of things, like, if we're going to use Miles, then he should have a cameo or just a part in the movie, and like one of two Easter eggs at the end. That's when you see his.
That's what would be cool though. If the Spider-Man solo movie, this was just my personal idea for it. You've read Kraven the Hunter, The Last Hunt, haven't you? Kraven's Last Hunt, haven't you, Joe?
Yeah.
Did you know how in
claustrophobic?
Yeah. You know how in that Kraven basically dresses up as Spider-Man and whatnot, and there's like the whole thing with Vermin, Captain America and Spider-Man fighting Vermin and that. What you could do in the solo Spider-Man movie, get Chris Evans in there as Captain America, right? Have the whole Vermin thing. But instead of Kraven putting on Spider-Man's suit when he dies, get Miles Morales, some street kid that he picks up, and put him in a Spider-Man suit and have him going around doing all this bad shit. And the movie ends in a kind of like, he teams up with Peter Parker and they take down, Kraven, and then Peter dies and he says, take over the legacy, and he says they won't know the difference, Spider-Man's a symbol and all this sort of stuff, and then it's just, basically the point of the movie is it doesn't matter who's beneath the mask. Spider-Man represents, all this sort of stuff.
Right.
And you can go on new adventures, But that way...
I still hope Spider-Man's like Andrew Garfield though. I don't know.
No!
I don't know.
I don't blame Andrew Garfield. I blame how he was written. I blame that he was written as a hipster who was cool with everything and stuff,
Yeah.
First of all, the first person to mention Miles Morales was Andrew Garfield. So
yeah,
that's not going to happen because they were against it when he said it. They were pissed that he said that.
No, so, Spider-Man's going to be gay now.
No.
Yeah, Mary Jane's going to be a guy.
Andrew Garfield is the director.
He got
Spider-Man.
fired because he opened up his mouth constantly with nonsense. Andrew Garfield.
But I wonder if imagine if they go, Sam Raimi is directing the new Spider-Man solo movie.
Perfect. That'd be perfect.
Toby's back. We've got our big boy back.
I'd bring Doc Ock back.
Yeah.
I reckon we go with Kraven or we go Hobgoblin.
Nah, I'd bring Doc Ock back.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
Gives you the whole storyline with Superior Spider-Man. You could have Doc Ock in his body start like beat the crap out of people.
Would Kirsten Duncan be Mary Jane then?
Kirsten Dunst, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we just kill her off.
Well, look what was going to happen before the Sony leaks. They were so upset that they killed Emma Stone that they says we have to have her in the next one. They're like, what are you talking about? We killed her off. They're like, no, man. We'll just make our own thing that a clone died, and we'll do the whole Jackal storyline. That's what they were going to do for the third one so far. Have like Emma Stone come back, a clone died, a Scarlet Spider, Kane, all that stuff. That might have been worked, and they could have went that direction.
They still could for like if we're just hypothetically saying the solo Spider-Man movie, it won't be. I'm just saying. Pure speculation, if it was Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, that's what the solo Spider-Man movie was. I think they should do a cross between Kraven's Last Hunt and, did you read, is it To Have and To Hold, the storyline about their relationship after Civil War?
Well, it sucked because they were getting gunned down, like, superheroes were coming to his school when he was teaching in the school. And almost killed the kids. That they had to move into Stark Tower because nobody could protect Aunt May and Mary Jane until they broke friendship, Iron Man and Spider-Man, and then the Kingpin had a sniper shoot Aunt May in the chest.
Yeah.
So, and that started the whole Mephisto deal.
I just don't get how they're going to do it, because if in Civil War, if Spider-Man going to have, is he going to have existed for a while in Civil War?
Oh, we can't have music in the
Okay,
background.
hey, I'm on.
Hey, okay. Sorry, Chris, we can't have music in the background because we'll lose the podcast. It's like a copyright thing. All right. Yeah, nerd.
What was the saying just then?
I don't know what we say.
Anyone? I'm saying, in Civil War, right, because we haven't seen Spider-Man around at all in the MCU, are they going to try to tell us that Spider-Man's existed for a while, or are they going to say he's a new Spider-Man, like he's
They're going to
just
say
started?
existed for a while.
Yeah. So
He's been
why
there
would you bother?
before.
Why would you bother? Casting a young kid in high school. Why don't you just cast someone old?
I say that the Robert Downey Jr. announcement could be that Wolverine's coming to the Marvel Universe.
No way.
No, I'll tell you why. Wait. I'll tell you why.
Hey, sorry about that. I'll wait for the music. What podcast is this, and what are we
Everything
talking
Show.
about? The Everything Show. Okay.
We're talking about the Marvel movies.
What was the Robert Downey Jr. announcement?
He's going to make an announcement on March 6th, nerd, I think.
He said it was a Marvel. He said Marvel were going to make an announcement, but if it's got anything to do with him, it's going to be something like Iron Man 4 or something.
4. Well,
Yeah, I heard that there's a lot of rumors that they're trying to get him to do Iron Man 4, but he doesn't want to do any more.
He's doing Iron Man 4.
What if they do?
But then again, they paid him. I think for Iron Man 3, he got paid $50 million. So
Correct.
Think about this though, Joe. If he announces Iron Man 4, how do you not know Civil War's a two-part thing? One's from Captain America's perspective. Iron Man 4's from Iron Man's perspective.
Well, they could, he doesn't have to do another movie. If they've got rights to his image, they could just CGI his face on there, just like they did in that one Terminator movie where they CGI'd Arnold's face on there. Then you're good to go.
I think Iron Man 4 is a replacement movie in case one of them bombs. Honestly, I was saying this before, that something's going to happen eventually with these movies. They're going to fail. And they need to have a backup plan.
I started thinking that like yesterday or the day before, that it's great seeing these superhero movies, but people are going to get tired of them within a couple of years. I hate saying that, but they're going to have this luster.
But here's the situation. 20th Century Fox does not have the rights to put X-Men on TV. They announced it's going to happen in 2016. But, hold on, I'm going to mute you first because I can't. Okay. They announced that it's going to happen, but they don't have the rights to do it. Okay? So now after all this infighting, them starting stuff with Marvel retaliating, they need Marvel to agree to put X-Men on TV. So what do you think Marvel's going to ask for? X-Men vs. Avengers and Hugh Jackman in friggin' Infinity War.
I think it's a bit soon though, because they've already got all their plans tied up of what they're going to do.
I don't think so. Yeah, what are they going to do? They're gonna make a female Thor and put Thor in, and they're gonna. And,
maybe Iron Man's going to be in Guardians 2. Maybe.
Iron Man is trapped in space as of the end of Civil War or something, and that prompts what's going to happen with Iron Man? I'm trying to think. Yeah, so that's going to happen. Captain America dies in Civil War, and the Falcon takes over, and then it gets resurrected in Infinity Avengers 4.
Yeah, I heard that.
So.
But I'm kind of glad Joss Whedon isn't directing. I'm kind of glad that the Russo brothers are doing it.
I don't know about that.
Well, they did great on Captain America: Winter Soldier,
Yeah, I know, but.
And Joss Whedon just has the same style, It's always just the same kind of thing with him.
I would have wanted them to just do one more Avengers, but
Yeah.
third one. I think there's going to be a secret line of movies besides Phase 3 that's just going to pop out, like Hulk, Black Widow, stuff like that.
Oh God, no! I don't want to see that.
If you're not going to do a Hulk movie, throw him in the Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Why
fighting
not
in the
just
streets of New York.
You could just do Iron Man and Hulk in a movie together instead of giving them their own movie.
I think Hulk would fit perfectly in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, he would fit. Science buddies. You've got Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, and Tony Stark as the science buddies.
I would just think they would have another villain with the Spider-Man movie, and then because of that, maybe Sony could have joint rights of the Hulk.
Yeah, but we don't need Sony getting their hands on anything else.
Listen, I'd rather Sony doing it than 20th Century. That's horrible.
Oh no, Marvel. We just leave the Hulk at Marvel. They've got him. Don't let anyone touch him.
Ghost Rider, that's who they got Ghost Rider back.
Oh, don't even go there. Ghost Rider.
No, Disney's got Ghost Rider back.
Do they?
Yeah.
Ghost Rider was horrible though. That was probably one of my most hated movies of all time. I hated that movie.
First of all, they mentioned Doctor Strange and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh yeah, they did too.
Yeah.
No, they mentioned him. They mentioned him in Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yes, but they mentioned him also in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, but everyone hates Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so what's the point?
No, they don't.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, because they're starting to bring back the Inhumans.
Yeah.
It starts next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about Star Wars thing? Nobody made a big stink that Han Solo's going to die probably in Episode 7?
It's gonna happen, you know. You've got to have one character die, and it's gonna be Han Solo.
Didn't he agree to that he only signed on the dotted line if he dies?
No, that's crap. That's just speculation from fans. That's none of
You
that's
sure
true.
about that? All right.
Yeah, nah. You think they would release a spoiler like that?
Yeah.
Is Darth Vader gonna be in the Star Wars 7?
No.
No.
Darth Vader's going to be in it. He's going to be in a flashback.
Yeah, if they have a flashback. We don't know if that's, like, confirmed. That's just a rumor.
He's in it. Be
What if they
crazy.
kill off Princess Leia? That would be a shock to everyone.
Nah, she's fat. They can't do that.
How's the echo on my end? Is it too noisy?
We heard stuff before, but I mean, we just can't have any music in the background or any TV or anything instead of the podcast. We're going to lose the podcast. So that's
I
all.
can't really hear you that well now because I'm kind
think
of dozing
we-
off.
Yeah, I know. We had you long hours, Jacob. This is a 2-hour cast, right, Scott? Me and Scott
Pretty long.
started. Me and Scott started this one. We talked about Alien,
Oh, well.
Power Rangers, Terminator, everything. Really. We were talking about the big thing, Mike D, was about the Alien. That Alien 3 and 4 never happened.
Yeah, I caught that. I was listening to the first 5-6 minutes or so while I was doing stuff here before I came on. You got into Halloween talking about those films.
Yeah. How do you
Oh,
feel
can I
about the
throw
Alien
out-
films?
Can I
I didn't-
throw out a horror movie for you to watch, Joe?
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's this movie, Red Ink. It's a horror movie. I'm pretty sure. I think it's under horror, and it's called Red Ink, and it's actually a really, really good movie to watch.
Okay, Red Ink. I announced before we're going to do 2 special everything shows besides trailer reactions, which we're going to continue. We're also going to do cartoons from the old cartoons, like the trailers for that, and TV. Because Connor I have to teach Connor about Happy Days and Walter Mindy because he doesn't know about that stuff. So, and also I'm going to show him a cartoon that Happy Days had a time travel Fonzie thing, which, yeah. So we're gonna show some stuff on there.
Classic.
Yeah, I know.
Classic Land of the Lost, Prof Superpower Hour.
Yeah, they ruined that with Will Ferrell, right? That was
Will Ferrell never ruins nothing.
yeah.
The Anchorman.
Don't forget the sci-fi classic.
They're remaking that actually.
Yeah.
They're making a movie about that.
This is a good, really, really good show.
It absolutely is. He got me into that, and I'm like, oh, but I gotta get back into it, watching it.
I like it better than Star Trek, actually. It's got better sci-fi storylines as far as, like, concepts and stuff. Very, very good series.
And that whole scene they used for Star Wars, right? Did that come out after? I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, Johnson, one of the guys that worked on Star Wars and 2001: A Space Odyssey, handled the model making for like the space stuff. So
Eagle.
It's all very, very realistic. Yeah, the Eagles.
That's coming back. Well, Space is coming back. Buck Rogers, I'm waiting for an announcement on that. But Greatest American Hero is supposed to come back as well. That's supposed to come on TV, I think, for next year.
What I would love them to do is Sam Raimi talk about it. I would love to have gotten that Shadow thing up and running. There was supposed to be also be a movie of, I believe, Doc Savage.
Okay, and the Shadow. What do you mean, like a remake of the Shadow?
Shadow movie, but that I think eventually fell apart.
Well, the last Shadow movie was with Alex Baldwin, right?
Yeah.
Or Adam Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin, yeah. Alec Baldwin, yeah.
And the only good thing about it, I had Penelope Ann Miller. That was the only decent thing about it.
Yeah. And they brought back the Phantom a couple of times, too. Right, Timothy, yeah.
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
That was the only Phantom movie. They said because he did the whole little arms to the hips, that's what really got people laughing. But Doc Savage, I would love to see them do that, or The Shadow.
Yeah, Doc Savage could be done kind of like a Raiders of the Lost Ark sort of story. If you did it right, that could be a really fun sort of...
That's going to happen too, the Indiana Jones.
Steven Spielberg is going to direct Indiana Jones with Chris Pratt.
Well, he hopes he does.
Oh, they'll get him back. Come on, it's not... Number 4 was not his fault.
I'm still waiting for a Jaws movie for 2015. Back to the Future.
So the shark's going to have dentures?
Yeah.
This is kind of cool, right? We're getting Rocky 7 and Star Wars 7 over the course of about 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's true. Alien
Who would
5.
have thought this day would come? Who would have thought that this day would have come?
Next thing
We
you
got
need
Rocky 3. We got Rocky 3 and Return of the Jedi, which was Star Wars 3, both in 1983, So, basically, it's kind of like history repeating itself.
Well, history will repeat itself because we had Ghostbusters 2, Star Trek 5, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So if we have female Ghostbusters, if we have Star Trek 3, and Indiana Jones from 2016, it would be the same song.
Indiana Jones won't be till 2018 at the earliest.
You never know.
We're real far off. They've got to get a script going. They said it was in very early stages. That's what I read. Very early.
Gremlins, they're making a Gremlins sequel.
Oh, I hate Gremlins.
That's coming back too. And Critters is trying to get.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Facebook or Yahoo's front page. Because somebody made the comment, well, they can make this movie, they can make this movie, why don't they do another Critters
I
movie?
want a live action Thundercats.
That's coming.
A what? A live action what?
Thundercats.
Thundercats.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the
Negan
actor
is
that
coming.
loves Thundercats? Who's that? Is a really big actor and he just loves Thundercats and wants to make a Thundercats movie. It might be Bradley Cooper or someone. Big fan of Thundercats though. I love it.
Great to play Steve Austin if they kept it in the same era.
I don't know.
Yeah. Thundercats.
Robotech is, they're going to have Robotech movie. I think Tom McGuire's going to be in it. Robotech.
Oh, Tobes. My boy Tobes, what are you doing with your life?
And Karen Gillan is supposedly
Nah,
in
screw her.
Thundercats too.
What?
She's in some crap. She's in some terrible TV show called Lowell or something.
What's up?
She's in a sitcom now.
Eddie Murphy.
Oculus, oh god, that movie. I saw the end of that right the minute she started saying, oh, this is how we're going to destroy the mirror, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. I predicted that ending, like...
That movie
Karen
was shot about a 10-minute drive from where I'm sitting right now. Oculus. Yeah, I went by the house and actually took some photos and sent them to Joe. This was like last year, I think, of the actual house.
Yeah.
I think I might still have it on here, actually. But it's looks just like it does in the movie, except that they've got like the brick. There's painting work that's done on the house that looks a little different now, but still looks like the same place as far as the yard and landscaping and everything. We just went by there 3-4 weeks ago to look at it again. There's a judge that lives in this county that actually resides in that home.
That's cool. So what are the news we have here? Anything else? Oh, what do you think? Wait a minute.
Michael Jackson, the movie.
Oh,
Johnny
no.
Depp plays Michael Jackson. Michael Bay directs.
No,
Michael
not
Bay.
Michael Bay. No, not Michael Bay. This is funny.
There's a same.
And he gets the hat and he does the moonwalk. Johnny Depp looks at the camera. Willy Wonka's back.
Let's see.
That's basically what.
It would have to be Tim Burton to direct.
Oh, I hate Tim Burton. Don't even anyone shut me up. I hate Tim Burton.
Well, that Beetlejuice 2 is coming, so.
Yes,
screw
I
that.
got the movie.
Did anyone watch the Oscars here, or were you too busy watching Doctor Who?
I just listened to Lady Gaga sing, and that was it.
Is
So,
it going to have Winona Ryder in it? The Beetlejuice suit?
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, she's signed, yeah.
Yeah! That's awesome.
Wait, the Walking Dead finale is going to be feature length. 90 minutes.
Wow.
Wait, guys, everyone stop. Jacob is asleep.
Okay.
On air.
All right. Jacob, I'm going to zap you out. I apologize, bro.
Jacob
Wait,
is out.
He's gone. He's
No,
asleep.
I only put him out because he was sleeping. Ryan's sleeping too.
No, I'm not. I'm on.
All right. Daniel's sleeping.
Hey, I'll
I just have bad internet.
What?
I just get
I did not kick Jacob out. I only sent him out because he was sleeping. So that doesn't mean.
I get kicked. I'm getting kicked out because of Google.
Yeah. So anyway, let me get back to Walking Dead. See, the end of the season is going to be 90 minutes the same.
Wow.
AMC announced that today. It's going to be feature length, which means they may put it in the theater too, just like they're doing Game of Thrones for IMAX. You know.
Yeah.
So because he hasn't put out anything yet.
What a classic.
That must have been a first.
There you go, Scott. It's the Oculus house right there down the street.
Oh, sweet.
Where?
That's where a lot of the action took place, was right in this room. But as you can see, it looks pretty much like it does in the film.
There's been an awakening.
Yeah. Awakening, yeah.
Yeah, let's discuss all we're going to do to this here inside the house while it's uncovered.
Well, this is a comparison between the. Let me pull it up here for you. There you go. This is this is what it looked like in the trailer of the film, which as it appears in the film, and so you can see it's the same house. It just they have like more of a natural brick look on the right and on the left. That's how it appears today. So, but you can tell it's the same place there. Pretty cool driving by there, even though the movie was like feasibly okay. It's still kind of cool.
I liked it.
Yeah. I like going by film locations where they shoot films.
I think Joe and Mike should play the Thundercats.
Yeah, who am I playing? Snarf, snarf.
Next time I go over to my sister's, I'm going to take a picture of the house that they filmed My Girl in.
Mm.
It's in
Macaulay Culkin.
Really cool.
Florida.
Okay, hold on. We have the Fantastic Four costumes. Okay, which are they really costumes? Not really, but
I got little fours on there.
there's no fours on there. That's Invisible Woman.
In Gritty Reboot, alright?
Reed Richards, Human Torch. This is Ben Grimm fixing a bicycle.
The Thing.
Yeah. The Thing.
I can tell you, I highly doubt I even care enough to go see that at all.
Yeah, well.
I don't think anyone decided.
And the Mole Man's in it. I don't really. This is retarded.
If I have it at my $4 joint, I'll probably go see it.
The only reason they're making it is so they can retain the rights and not have to revert back to Marvel. Same thing with the Amazing Spider-Man. If they didn't make a Spider-Man movie in 5 months, they had to go back to Marvel. So they made Amazing Spider-Man.
That's what they do. It's true. Lady Gaga in American Horror Story. Anybody happy about that?
That's what I heard from
everybody.
And also the strip mall where they had Scissorhands.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
In Lakeland too.
I just found out that they shot The Truman Show actually about an hour from where I'm at, like in that Jim Carrey film. I need to go back to that neighborhood too, get some video. Yeah, like where he lives. You know, he comes out and he's like smiling and waving and all that stuff. That little picturesque neighborhood. It looks pretty close to that.
And round and round all day.
Looking for any news. What else?
Okay, I switched to with the better Wi-Fi connection by the laundromat. I'm on my laptop. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Okay, sorry for the disruption.
When are we getting Adventures in Babysitting 2? Come on.
We're not, but we're getting an Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
When are we
Netflix.
getting Karate Kid 5, Daniel LaRusso returns and kills Jaden Smith?
I want to see Adventures in Babysitting too. Very much.
They were going to have an Adventures in Babysitting too, but then they scrapped it.
Great film. What a great film.
Yeah.
Of course, Thor was in that movie too.
Yeah. They had a vision for Thor back then. Yeah.
Matthew Broderick returns for Ferris Bueller 2.
He already did on commercials. So.
Nah, it doesn't count. It's not a film. It's not a film.
No, you got to bring back Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's and those films.
Oh, they're coming back. Their sequel's already in the works.
Real genius.
Yeah. Wait, Danny Elfman did the score for 50 Shades of Grey.
Someone say.
There you go. Yeah. Those are classic.
Well, they're redoing Caddyshack, I heard now, too.
Isn't that a sequel?
And Meatballs.
Are we getting a new National Lampoon's Vacation this year?
Yes. Sequel.
Ed Helms, Chris Hemsworth.
The kids of Rusty.
I think they should do a sequel to 50 Shades of Grey.
They are.
Oh, they are.
And he is staying, by the way.
What a joy.
Oh.
If history
Mr.
is any
Grey.
indication, Book 3 will be split into 2 movies. The worst movie series out there. This is literally the worst movie series I've ever seen. Like, the storyline is a rip-off of the Hunger Games. The chick in it is freaking crap and just looks like a bloke.
Are you talking about Divergent
Yeah.
and Insurgent?
Yeah.
I like Divergent. Jeanette got me into that. That was pretty cool.
I hated Divergent.
Well, you got
Hated it.
Insurgent now.
You know how bad that trailer was? I was crying of laughter. She's falling out the building with like this 2004 CGI. Like she falls backwards. It's like a cartoon falling in the sky. And it goes, "She is the one." And then it just bangs into the ground. Insurgents. The Divergent series. In slow motion,
Why-
like, comes out of the car, she goes,
Like Matrix.
Yes.
see, like, Kate
but,
Winslet looking at her, then she's like, a cybernetic program, she flies through Kate Winslet, and there's like pixels going everywhere, and she flies out the building. And it looks like there's like a rubber doll falling
like
through the sky.
doll.
And she's falling. Boom! The Divergent series, Insurgents.
No, but what's the one that with Insurgent and it's what is it?
Legion.
Detergent? No.
Detergent. You said detergent that time. It cracked me up.
Yeah.
Detergent. And, there's 4 of them, right?
There's another bit in the trailer, right, where the bloke, right, the bloke.
She wrote one that's called 4, which is about, 4.
Oh, that's not. It doesn't rhyme with.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. 4.
That bit in the trailer where he's running, right? They're all running on their rebellious mission. The guy's running. The train's coming. Train tracks are there. No! And he jumps across the train track in slow-mo. Is he going to make it? Makes it. The trailer cuts to black. Coming this year from best-selling author, the young adult #1 book series. Another one. You know, we've got like 50 of them.
Well, she's selling for all of them, so.
From the same writer as The Maze Runner and The Hunger Games, and this, and that.
Is it my?
I like Maze Runner, so.
Maze Runner and Hunger Games remind you too much of Lord of the Flies.
Yeah. Crazy.
Starring Michael Jackson.
There's another album coming out.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. We got to review that.
Yeah, Kids Up.
Where?
No, he's got another one coming out again.
Bullshit.
I'm not even playing.
Oh, that's crap. I got every one of his albums.
No, it's not out yet.
Every day. There's no new album coming out.
Not. Yes, it is.
What's it called? Where's
I
the
don't even
news?
know yet.
Give me the
I
link.
didn't even. All right, I'll look for it and I'll give it to you.
I got the vinyl
There's
and the
another one.
deluxe edition and the standard edition of the last
Dude,
one that came.
Dude, I got it too. This didn't mean the album, dude.
Well, folks, I hate to leaving you, but our lovely truck that was delayed on Tuesday is going to be showing up and being taken care of tomorrow or later today.
Didn't they come out with an anthology case of all his CDs?
Wait, you got to do a truck?
Yeah, I got to do a truck tomorrow.
Oh, so you got to go?
Yeah, I don't want to.
I know.
Because initially I was just going to be going in and closing, but it's been fun, folks and fans.
Thanks, bro.
Take care, Scott.
Yeah, take care.
See you, buddy.
Blind dyslexic. Go for now.
All right, bro. Thank you.
There's no Michael Jackson album coming out. You're a freaking liar.
Dude, I'm looking it up right now, man. I'm getting it.
John?
Kingdom.
What's it
Where's
called?
it?
What's it called? Give me more propofol. You love that shit. That's the drug he was on, by the way.
What are we talking about? I came in a little bit like
Michael Jackson and propofol in his new album. He's a fucking weirdo.
Sorry about the airplane noise.
I know they were working on another album.
My headphones.
We know Michael Jackson's spastic. We're just here to talk about the tracks. That is all we need to talk about is the tracks.
They said it on the last.
Oh, Michael Jackson. Oh, wait. I have a lot to say, Michael Jackson. I do.
Dude, they said it on the last album.
I would love to try Thriller 2 and dig up Michael Jackson's corpse. And you know how like dinosaurs, you would take his bones out and he would be like a tronic zombie, and you could even have Brittany Murphy in the video too. And he would be really zombie this time.
Oh no, man! Brittany Murphy, don't go there, man.
Well, you know, Michael Jackson did purchase the Elephant Man's bones.
Thriller sequel. This time he's for real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ow! Well, he tried to purchase the Elephant Man bones, but I think he was declined on. I think there's a British museum that owns the bones of Elephant Man. He tried to purchase them, he turned them down.
Come here, Macaulay Culkin. Come sit in my lap.
They're calling it Kingdom.
But Michael Jackson now that he's a hologram,
he's a hologram.
They're calling it Kingdom.
No, I can't find this anywhere. I've looked it up. It's not there.
That's what it says.
Give me the frickin' link. Give me the link, or I'm gonna come smack your ass over in frickin' Staten Island.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even get to verify it first.
I reckon when you were a kid, Joe, you thought you were Spider-Man. You used to run around and jump on your roof in your house and stuff.
No. Actually, I got something to show from when I was a kid. Hold on.
Kingdom album, Michael Jackson. That is a fan-made YouTube playlist. That's not an album, you spastic. Is he gone?
John, what's up?
Oh, not that much.
I believe we were all talking about Michael Jackson to some degree.
Oh, Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
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 Where's
Joe
Michael Jordan?
disappear?
Michael
Where's
Jackson.
the Michael Jordan? Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Iron Sheik says that.
Yeah. Camel clutch.
All right.
I want to thank
see.
all my fans for sticking by my side through this ordeal.
There's me with my Battlestar Galactica shirt on.
Oh.
Hell yeah. There you go.
There you go.
See? You see?
Yeah.
You weren't bad looking.
I'm trying to see what other shirts I have.
What happened, Joe? Look at those shorts.
I know.
I reckon you've had the same haircut your whole life. You just get a slight trim.
No.
Wait, that
What movie?
wall. Are you at your old house or your new house?
What's that?
You at your old house?
That was my old.
No, I'm saying now with that.
Oh, my new. I'm in my new right now.
Penthouse. Are you in the penthouse?
Penthouse, yes.
Wait, does Sharon live with you?
No, not yet.
Ah, I thought she did.
Yeah, he's at that's Matrix headquarters.
Yes.
You gotta set up, Joe. This is what your next big thing is, right? You gotta go out, you buy yourself a nice camera and lighting setup, and have a whole room decked out as a green screen studio, and you just do your things from in there.
How much is a green screen? Though? I gotta.
$60 on eBay.
Green screen?
Yeah. You need
Really?
lighting though. You can get cheap lighting for like $80 on eBay.
Okay.
And then you can get like
Just
a camera. You need to get a camera though.
Just think, Joe. Then you'd get to be big time, like that show that the inebriated Hobbit hosts.
By the way, Han shot first. By the way.
Exactly.
Han shot first. Han shot first here.
No, he didn't.
So what are we talking
No.
about? Doctor Who? Doctor Who? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, I live at home with my mother. I look like a hobbit, and I'm 4'10". And I'm 56.
Well. Yeah.
Let's talk about pizza and pianos.
Yeah.
Because we're very witty, or we think we are.
Oh.
Exactly.
At least, like, there's other shows where the host talks too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice blue polo shirt there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got the damn sunglasses out, too, from last time.
You're a bad person, alright? I'm sick of your bad person.
That's called the 10 out of 10 show. Everything's a perfect 10.
Yeah.
We love everything perfectly.
Hey,
man.
Yeah. Hey, we're so open. We even include like criminals in our group.
Oh, stop it! Now we're getting crazy. Right.
We are righteous. We are good people. We
Watch out
pay
for
our
chicken.
taxes. No, sorry, your taxes pay.
Watch out for the chicken monster.
The chicken monster. What the fuck is that?
You know what I'm talking about. I hate that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The enthusiasm.
There are no such thing as chicken monsters in Doctor Who.
Yeah. All right.
I'll have to ask you off air about that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
All right. This has been a long cast.
There are no such thing as chicken monsters in Doctor Who.
Yes, it's been about 3 hours.
Has it been? We get a little giddy when we're on a little too long, I guess, right?
It's about...
Well, Brian, we've been waiting for you to come on so you could talk.
What?
We've been waiting for you. It's your big chance. Come on. I know you got a lot to talk about, right?
For what?
Tell us about what's going on.
I don't know.
Like you've been watching
Conventions.
anything?
You're going to go to a convention soon, or don't you have something going on over there?
No. Not
Walker convention, something?
Not until like October and November.
Boyhood
We got
2.
Because October is New York City Comic Con and November is Long Island Who. Which is
yeah, Long Island.
Doctor Who. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm done. I'm tired now. Gotta go to work. So.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye for now.